And we are here. Hello.
Hello.
Heroes and villains. Thank you for joining us once again, or maybe for the very first time, this episode of Initiative. I'm your Professor GM Colby here, joined here by my lovely cast, Cory.
Hi, my name is Cory. I play as Elias Crowley.
And David.
Hi, my name is David, and I play as Adam Mercury.
Jackie will be T-posing this week, and that's just fine. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. A little blind to our stream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Yeah. Colby's keeping our monitor that we can usually see ourselves on from us.
A secret.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know what my hair looks like right now.
Just
So
put like really
Welcome for
funny
that.
stuff over you. Weird hats, like, and everything.
Oh my god.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Initiative, the show where a bunch of teenage superheroes get together and try and save the world, or I don't know, they fuck up and destroy it, depending on how they roll.
And usually die when Jackie's not here. So
Yeah.
So
We're like batting 0-2 lately. So.
I do have a little special something to play before we start with all the recap and everything. The thing is, if you're on Spotify or you're listening from any, like, just the audio versions, you probably won't see it. I'm probably going to cut it. Just because I'm a little hesitant on some copyright stuff and blah, blah, blah. But it will be available after today on YouTube and YouTube, and probably I might be able to put it on Twitter, depending on how much they let me put on. But it's going to be on, you can look it up on our Twitter by looking up Initiative Keep Tappin X. But it's going to be put on the YouTubes. So let's get to it. I'm going to mute you guys.
All right.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
What are you doing to us?
Heroes and villains. This is Colby, otherwise known as your Professor GM, here to simply thank you for all of your support, or for checking us out right now. Initiative is a superhero-themed actual play show on the Keep Tappin X channel, but this isn't an advertisement. This is, as previously mentioned, a thank you. It's been a long road, over a year in fact. Hello and welcome for the very first time, or maybe you've been here for a whole year because it's our year anniversary! And I just wanted to take a look at where we started. Heroes and villains, hello. Welcome to the first episode of Keep Tappin X presents Mutants and Masterminds, because we haven't thought of a definitive title for the show yet. We got one. Yeah, we got one. We need a logo first. And where we are now. Heroes and villains. Thank you for joining once again, or maybe the very first time, this episode of Initiative. Wow, come a long way, and you can actually hear everybody. It's all thanks to you. Your support has made this all possible. Thank you to the Twitch chat, thank you to the YouTube views, the Spotify listeners, the Twitter followers, our Discord, and all of our dear friends. Raise a glass. Here's to our fun with guests.
He walks away.
What part of your story can I reveal to you?
It's like, I don't know if you guys have any backstory details. I summon a soul chain and I whip the back of my head like a horse and charge forward.
It like revs up.
Because it's a bunk bed, so it's got like horse legs.
And open the door, and Clyde's like, "Who is it?"
Here's to more appearances elsewhere.
Now today I'm joined by Colby, Cory, Nicole, and David, all of the cast members of Initiative.
Here's to more trailers. Heroes and villains. Thank you for answering the call and showing some interest in our humble little tabletop show. And, of course, here's to all of you. We love 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 you. Sweet. We love you. We love you. Sweet. We love you. Sweet. We love you. Next week. We love you. We love you. All right. We love you. Bye-bye. We love you. Sweet. We love you. I love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Channel, but for you all watching at home, we love you, and see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye. Bye.
Our heroes. Hey.
That was so cute. I love it.
That was
We're awesome.
That was amazing.
That was
I love
so
it.
great.
Yeah. So let me get you guys up now.
Yeah, let me see my face now.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
so
cool.
that'll be on YouTube for people to enjoy. Hopefully, it didn't bleed your ears or anything like that. Onto there. I think we're good. Are we there?
We're gray screened and like buffering.
And we have a audio equalizer on our screen.
So it's temperature.
Oh, okay.
All right, hey, we're back.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that'll be cut from Spotify. Sorry, guys. So, but you can go look it up on Tappin's initiative. Anyway,
Maybe on Twitter they'll let you post it.
maybe I don't know. It depends how long it is. So, is it?
We can probably throw it as a reel on Instagram,
Yeah.
and then you can put the link to that on Twitter.
Okay, sounds good.
We can work around it.
All right.
But that was awesome. That was so cool.
For now, we go into the recap.
Yes, let's get into it.
The stories so far, episode 216. Last time on Initiative. Our heroes, having been stranded on the space station continent of Union's Crest, find themselves taking a bounty hunting mission with their once chapter, now ally, Rook Nova, in order to earn enough funds to fix their ship and get Adam to the home planet of Nibaya. They succeed in the mission, but not without consequence. Adam heads to the local peacekeeper station to free Elias, who was captured during the mission. With no credentials of his own, Adam finds no luck in the process until Judge Sayre arrives, freeing Elias and taking him under her custody. Elias goes with her to the floating Tower of Eolode to discuss her philosophies, as well as gauge where he stands with Animus. Adam, meanwhile, heads to the Prismatic Coalition headquarters, where he learns that the Queen of Nibaya, his wife Farah, is giving a speech. Afterwards, he reveals himself and is taken aboard the Retribution's Forge, flagship of the Nibayan fleet. During these events, Jackie is taken to a cybernetic dealer and Rukanova's friend Aeonir, who uses where she uses the extra money from their mission to get a new right arm. Elias returns to the ship after his conversation with Judge Sayre and is greeted by Big Shot, leader of the Umbra Collective back on Earth. He has come with some of his agents to return the party to New York, claiming that their existence on Union's Crest puts Earth in danger. Jackie joins the fray as the Umbra operatives, Discord and Rachel, begin to fight aboard the Halo's Providence. Things take a dire turn before Adam takes a ship down to the station to help his friends. The battle takes a turn for our heroes, evening the playing field, and they now have more than a fighting chance. That is until Delilah, the third Umbra operative, intervenes. All seems lost until the Nibayan military lands on the scene, forcing the Umbra Collective to flee, as our heroes are taken aboard the Retribution's Forge to rest. This is the last we've seen of the Collective. Will our heroes finally make it to Nibaya? Let's find out right now in this week's episode of Initiative.
Let's do it.
Trying to get there for like a month.
I know. Knowing how things go when Jackie's missing, we're going to get there and immediately die.
We're gonna get there and it's a water planet.
Yeah. We're just going to land and drown.
Yeah.
Forgot to tell you, the planet flooded.
Oh, great. How did that happen? Maria.
But before that,
Dun-dun.
so we fade in from black on what looks to be, we hear the rushing of water, like, and camera pans down on this grimy, sludgy, sort of metallic wall. And we have this sort of bird's eye perspective. The ground is wet, and while one half is the wall and the ground itself, it seems to be a sort of platform or railway that leads down to an abyss. And running along, we see 5 or 6 people. We just see the tops of their heads. But we see the familiar, almost cobalt blue armor, cerulean hue armor, but now dirty and some of it missing from the pieces of these Nibayan soldiers. And they're breathing heavy. One stops. His head, the only one not fully covered by a helmet. We see it's cracked along one side, and the one of the visors is kind of opened up. And he holds out a hand, and everyone stops. And the soldier directly behind him steps forward and leans in. He's just like, "This is the place. We'll wait here. Surface at nightfall. Should be good." They, all of the soldiers behind him nod their heads. One of them speaks up in the back and says, "I can't wait Bleed them dry. That's what they deserve, those. And they hear a splash. They all turn. I don't think this is part of the plan. And we see one of the soldiers at the far end, something grab, he falls back, gets pulled into the darkness, and it screams as we fade to black.
Whoa.
Are they fighting Alien?
They're fighting Maria. If we have to fight a xenomorph, dude, we're fucked.
I know.
I don't think we're gonna win.
Xenomorph Maria.
Oh god.
Okay.
I think Xenomorph Barboza would be our worst enemy.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we would stand 20 minutes.
All right, so we then join our heroes aboard a less than lavish transport ship. There are about 6 or 7 Nabayan soldiers all around you. It's a little cramped in here. It looks to be a small troop transport.
Yeah.
But they wanted to get you out of there as fast as possible, so they weren't going to wait for a luxury shuttle for you. And it's taking you up. All of your companions are with you. And what do you do?
Are there any windows? Is there any way to see out?
Not in the transport.
Is my boy
Not
here?
in this compartment. No, you don't see him.
Okay.
You do not see your boy.
Yeah, I just like plop down on the seat or on the floor, and I'm just like, where did they come from? How did they find us?
I don't know. God damn it. And Elias turns and he punches the wall.
All right, it ejects all of you.
The floor.
It's like, I don't know how they keep finding us.
I don't know either, but we're lucky to get out of there. Did they say anything? Did Big Shot say anything?
He said that we were causing a disturbance that was going to damage, like, the Earth or something. He was mad that we were even here. He said that we weren't ready to be involved with the rest of this, like, universe's politics.
I mean, well, we weren't supposed to be here in the first place, and now we're leaving, so maybe they'll not follow us.
They're definitely going to follow us. They know we're going to Nabaya.
You think? Do you think they would risk going to Nabaya?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I mean, we have an army with us now, at least.
I'm just so pissed that my dad came back like that.
Yeah, he was like choking you out. What the hell was that about?
He was a completely different person. I don't know. It's like he'll do whatever Big Shot tells him to do, and that's it. He doesn't think for himself. He doesn't have any thoughts for himself anymore. He tried to pull my mother into this. He tried to tell me that this is what she wanted, and I mean, maybe he was right.
I was gonna say, do you think that's what Big Shot does? Just makes people do what he wants. But Delilah seemed fine, and she was going along with it too, but she wasn't very forceful about it.
But she was still going along with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that guy. I don't like Big Shot.
Me either.
And
That guy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
yeah, I mean, if we can help it, I'd rather just not interact with them. But if they follow us, I mean, I don't know if we'll have a choice.
I think they're gonna follow us.
All right, well, I'll inform Vera when we get up there that we have people following us. I mean, maybe they can at least stop them from getting too close.
How? By killing them?
I'll tell them not to do that. But maybe they can just like be a wall between us and them.
And then what? We finish up on Nabaya, and then they apprehend us and bring us back to Earth, and then who knows what they're gonna do to us after that?
Well, once we're home, we can figure that out. One thing at a time.
I wish we never got involved with them.
Yeah, we would owe a lot less money. But I'm just gonna like slump, just like close my eyes for a second.
Mhm.
It's been like a day and a half since I slept, so
Yeah. It doesn't take long at all for you to arrive on the Retribution's Forge as the familiar cargo bay. Come in and the ship opens up to it's the landing strip, and you all or landing ramp, and you see that the soldiers that prepared initially for your arrival with the queen, they're like, not all of them are there back in formation. It looks like this is like completely, they didn't have enough time, and they're like, some of them are just arriving, like just setting up and trying to get in position, and you see like there's like a ranking officer who's yelling at one, like as the ramp is landing, that's like, I want you in that formation now, like just yelling at people. And then they turn around and they bow as your guard comes out first, and then leaves you and your friends to exit.
Yeah, I'll go out and I'll like see all the guards like doing this, and like as I see them, I'm just like, it's all right. I know this all happened very quickly. You're all fine. Don't worry about it.
And they just nod
and
in unison.
Oh, my boy's not there. Never mind. Okay, never mind.
To greet you there, initially she walks up is Admiral Savine. Basically the next in charge after you and the queen.
Yep.
Comes up with her shaved head, perfect uniform with all these medals and decorations and ribbons and whatnot onto its starred up face. She comes up and she has her hands together and she gives a bow, and she says, I hope that everything was fine, my liege, with your friends.
Yeah, thank you very much. They're all here with me. Just make sure they're all comfortable.
Of course. Just take a head count and prepare quarters for them.
All right, and once we're all rested, there's something kind of important we need to talk about.
Of course. I trust that I can wait till dinner.
Yeah.
Very good. Right this way.
Sire?
Oh yeah. I guess I'm king now.
What?
Yeah, it kind of surprised me too. I don't really know what happened. I haven't been filled in yet, and I'm a little worried. But Vera, my wife, is queen, and now I'm here, so I'm king. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, my liege.
Thanks. Please
I
don't
pledge
call me
myself in your honor.
No, stop. Just let's get some sleep, please.
Sir Elias.
Stop.
Come on, man. This is fucked up. We gotta laugh about it.
Cam comes up, is like, can I be a knight or something?
Maybe.
Make him a knight.
We'll see what happens. Well, once we're at dinner, I'll be like, promote everyone. We'll see what happens.
All right, so all of you are led throughout the Retribution's Forge. Quite a contrast to the Halo's Provenance, Rick Nova's ship, which is like a small freighter. This ship, while not a pleasure yacht by any means, it's definitely a military-grade vessel. The roofs are tall, the corridors are wide, but everything's metal, and everything has this sort of blue, gold, and red sheen. See what's going on. There's no decorations along the wall. Again, everything's pretty utilitarian as it goes on. You also definitely have the scope that this is a very, very, very large ship. As you're being led through, the individuals that are leading you around, these sort of stewards of the Retribution's Forge, have committed a lot of time and brain power to memorizing the layout of the ship, and even they have to sometimes whip out a data pad and start kind of moving through to get to certain places. But as you start reaching closer to where the sleeping quarters, not the barracks, so to say, obviously you guys are going to get much different sleeping quarters than soldiers would be. You starting to see a few more decorations along the wall. There's been a bit more of an effort to make no windows either. You are trapped in this sort of metal box that seems never ending in how it works. And you're walking for a good 10 minutes before you get to your quarters from where you are over there. You do see that you pass some rooms that are engineering rooms that you have no idea what they're for. Doesn't look like engines. Savannah's goggles go wide. Is it,
Yeah.
oh, wow, what's that? What? Yeah, you know, and then people are just like, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't touch that. Other rooms that open up, you see tram systems within the ship. There is one large section where you see there's a lot of hubbub, people moving in and out of this one door, and only to realize that, yeah, it's a sort of intership tram station that runs through, though you don't have to take that. As you get led through to finally this more, the colors around you are less muted, a bit brighter, giving this a more just a lighter feel to everything that's going on. The corridors themselves are a bit lighter. There are sort of like carpets laid out, but it looks like they're kind of built into the floor. You can actually see as you start to approach, this sort of metal floor rotates around to a softer carpet, like, and you walk onto it, and it's like a plush red with scarlet hue, and it's so comfy. Even against your shoes, you could probably sleep on it and like be fine. And then you get led up to these doors, which are gilded with gold trimming. Whether or not it's real, you're not really quite sure. Whatever material it's made of, and yeah, there are about 6 or 7 rooms set up.
Okay, perfect.
To be filled or empty, however you want to divvy up people and whatnot.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I guess we can divvy people up just like V and Cam can be together. So what is there? How many rooms are there?
6 or 7.
Let's divvy people up.
Okay.
All right. Savannah can get a room. Xavier can get a room. It's 2.
Lauren and Cedric.
Lauren. Oh yeah, Lauren and Cedric can share a room. That's 3 rooms. Cam and V can share a room, so that's 4. And then there's 3 left, so that's 3.
Okay.
That's perfect.
The steward looks over to you and says, "Oh, my liege, of course, we wouldn't have you stay in one of these rooms. We have your specific chambers prepared."
I mean, these rooms look really nice.
Yeah, and they open up, and they're like these multi-tiered. It's like about 2 floors each of like, one's like more of like a landing on that top over there, where like the actual bedroom itself is, and down below is just essentially it's like a 3-bedroom apartment down below.
Jeez.
Just completely clean, sterile.
It's like a rich New York City loft.
Yeah, there are similar to how the Umber Collective had one of their rooms where they have these walls that are screens that can be configured to anything that you like, so you can look, and there are environments that you can stroll through. You don't recognize any of the environments, except for the city of Shakar, the capital of Nabaya.
So imagine channel surfing cities, like
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Oh, that looks cool.
There are these sitting areas that kind of sink downward and then open up into like these large, like circular couches that look plush and comfortable. There's little eating areas. Although there's no like refrigeration system, anything like that. There's no like actual food preparation thing over there. It looks like you have to like go somewhere else for that.
Okay.
But they're nice. They're definitely for more VIP members of the crew to hear. Yeah, and then it's over to you, and it's just like, of course, nothing but the best for the guests of the king, but I'm sure you're someone of your stature and it deserves much more.
If you say so.
And they will start leading you away unless you want to wait before going to your room.
Just a few minutes. Yeah, I'll just...
As much time as you need, my king.
All right.
Kind of waits outside one of the rooms.
Yeah, but before we all like split up, I just want to like get the gang together and just like explain what just happened.
Yeah. Everyone's a little perplexed.
Yeah.
A little like, they sit down. Lauren's the first to speak up and be like, "All right, so we're going to talk about the crazy robot lady who tried to kill us, or the, old lady? The guy with the weird voice?
Yeah.
Liza's dad?"
Has any of them met the Ember Collective?
Maybe during the fight with Arkendi in New York.
Yeah, not really met though.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to meet.
Well,
introduce each other when you're fighting.
I guess we have a lot of
you're
explaining to do, huh?
Yeah. So we owed those people a lot of money at one point.
They're members of a group called the Umber Collective. We're still kind of trying to figure out what exactly they do. They're kind of intergalactic hired mercenaries, sort of.
Have you ever seen Men in Black?
Yeah.
Cam's like, no.
I was kind of banking on that.
That's a good track. They kind of like keep the balance between like normal Earth shit and supernatural crazy things that like we should be handling or they can take care of.
Xavier speaks up, like, so they were like the good guys, something, right?
They're like,
When you say it like that, it makes us sound like the bad guys.
I guess they're not necessarily bad. I don't really agree with the way they do things, but I guess their heart's in the right place.
Well,
Like
their heart tried to kill us.
superheroes.
Yeah.
So what do you make of that?
I mean, yeah, I guess they're bad. Not all of them are bad. One of them's Eliza's dad.
Yeah.
Which one?
The guy that was beating my ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're very strict in their ways, and if anyone breaks their rules, they don't like it very much.
And they have the power to back it up.
Rookinova is sort of sitting on the couch, and when you say that, it's just like, sounds familiar.
What do you mean?
And just motions to around him.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, thankfully, at least they seem afraid of Nabaya, so I don't think they're going to follow us, but they might follow us.
What if they send that Viking guy?
Oh,
The dude with the dog.
I like him, though.
Yeah, but he's ridiculously strong.
Yeah,
He alone could probably take all of us.
especially if his dog was with him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something weird about that dog.
Yeah,
Cedric says, I don't want to fight a dog, man.
me either, and
Yeah.
the dog's really nice.
Yeah, they're both really nice, but they're both like really fucking strong.
That dude with the weird voice, that's their boss, and I'm pretty sure they'll just do whatever he says no matter what.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
he didn't seem so tough. He wasn't even there.
I don't really know how tough he is, actually.
He's tough enough to get all of them to obey him.
That's true, good point.
His name, they call him Big Shot. I don't even know what his real name is, or if he's even real. He might be an android like that other woman.
Yeah, he kind of seems like a robot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, either way, we're heading to Nabaya now, so everyone just get some rest, I guess. And nothing bad's gonna happen to you because I can just tell them not to. I guess.
V speaks as like, so you're telling us to relax, right? Even though we're heading into a planet that's essentially under civil war, as you
Mhm.
mentioned.
Yep.
Okay. And we're on a ship
Uh-huh.
that's on one side of that civil war.
Yep.
All right.
But we're not there yet, so you can rest until we get there.
Sounds good.
But that's kind of the whole reason why we're going there.
Yeah. We're going there to try and stop the Civil War. And hopefully, now that apparently I'm in charge, I can kind of clean things up a bit.
I think that's all they needed was someone in charge to tell them what to do.
I know you're being sarcastic, but hopefully that's true.
Come on, Cam.
Alright, yeah, everyone get some rest. I'm gonna go to my room, I guess.
I'm gonna go with V and Ken.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah, Adam, you're brought in quite a ways away. Down an endless set of corridors winding to and fro. At one point, one of the stewards turns and asks if you want like a lift and a proper chair to be brought there
Like,
to be carried.
wait, like one of those things? What are those things called?
A palanquin.
Yeah, like that.
We could arrange something similar.
No. No, I'll walk.
Of course, Saya brings you in. Your room. Your room is, the presidential suite. It's there's 3 tiers of floors to it. It's essentially like a summer home inside of a ship.
Mm-hmm.
You could live here the rest of your life and be fine onto it. It's this whole building complex, and myself, the door opens and there's a fountain in front of you. There's like a mini courtyard inside.
Yep.
It is lavish beyond belief. There are stores of food in here. There are you can actually see like security turrets set up in regular intervals throughout, and there are these beefy, like chunky, just like if somebody walked in and just would vaporize them onto there. Beautiful bathroom. Everything is set up in pairs, so it's like, you know, the whole two saints is, you know, everything in there. Aside from a large grand bed that stands up front and just has curtains all drawn around it and everything. And it looks like it's already lived in. You know, there's some clothes folded up on the side of the bed and stuff, all feminine in nature and stuff. It looks like you're sharing a room.
Yep. I'm gonna go directly to the food.
Okay, yeah.
And eat a lot of it.
Yeah, there's like these stands, nothing like cooked or anything like that. It's all, you know, like these strange fruits that you don't recognize, all about, just more set up for aesthetics as opposed to eating. And you're and the steward just standing there is like bits of food. Might I remind you, sire, that you do have dinner. I'll leave you to your business. I will come collect you when it is time.
Bye, girl.
Of course. Bows out.
After I eat a bit, I'm gonna like go up to the security turrets and like just like poke them and just like mess around with them. Yeah, it's like like get in front of them, like, you know.
Roll toughness.
I'm just gonna like dig around the room.
Yeah, like with the strains, like hitting them so fast, like like blending together.
I set them to like the weirdest one. It's like a vortex or something.
Exactly, it's like a nebula of some kind, but in like so close that like humans have never been able to see it like that. So you're just like, whoa. You think you're in space again. You're like, whoa. Even somehow you change to the floor to look like it too.
Yeah. I go to the bed, I jump on like, and then I just fall asleep on it.
And you know, the mattress or whatever qualifies as a space mattress kind of just sinks to your perfect contours. You know?
Yeah. I'm like so sunken into it, you can't see me anymore.
You doing anything, Alliance? In your pleb bed?
Not gonna sleep very much, I don't think. Just mulling over what happened before we took off.
Yeah.
Replaying the fight against Discord in my head over and over and over.
Yeah, maybe you're laying on one of the beds in there. There's two of them, and you're laying on one. Excuse me. And just kind of looked up in the ceiling, and you just hear a beep, boop. Oh wow, beep, boop. Look up.
I sit up,
and you see Cam with this large pad that they got somewhere in the room that is a boop, beep, and it's in a language no one can read. Like, okay, boop. Dragging something along.
Hey, kid, what are you doing?
I don't know. I found this.
What is that?
I don't know.
Let me see that. Like, look at it.
This is like beeping, like.
I just press the center of the screen.
Beep. You hear a doom ding ding, and a knock.
What the hell? Like, here, and I hit it back to Cam. I get up and I walk over to the door. I'm like, now how the hell do you open this thing?
There's a little like pad on the side.
Like,
some of the roach.
Maybe it's this one.
A second door.
No, not that one. I press it again. I press the one above it.
It opens up, and you see one of the stewards, a young man with a platter. It's just like, your order, sir.
I ordered that.
He like looks down.
Yeah.
Pad. Yes.
Cool. I take it and bring it over to Cam. I'm like, dude, we ordered food.
Oh, awesome! I'm starving.
Press that button again. Let's see what else they'll bring.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what is it?
I don't know.
Can we eat it?
He said it's food. He said it was our order.
Okay.
What do you want to try first?
Opens up the tray and it's the steam, and it's just a pair of socks.
You ordered a steaming pair of socks?
Cool.
Damn.
This constantly. You just see a line of students like passing each other, and one's like, "Are you jet lag?" And the other one's like, "I don't know." Yeah, they coming in with trays, and like there's some with just more clothing that don't fit any of you onto there, and there's some that are just like these weird. Like small instruments, these weird like metal bands that if you shake they make like this musical tone, just random odds and ends being brought in. Looks like you're ordering from a bunch of different like categories and you have no idea what any of them are. Finally, after like the 17th one, V grabs it and it's just like, I can't get any sleep with that damn throws it across and breaks it against the wall.
Like, I hope you don't have to pay for that.
No, you have to pay for it.
What?
Fucker.
Did you see all the shit that Cam got?
Cam's like covered in clothes, just way too big for them. It's like, I love this and I never want to leave.
Hear that? Cam doesn't want to leave.
Oh well, sorry, you have to break the bad news to him. They jump on the
Let's
bed.
just enjoy this before we have to go into a civil war.
I'm trying to. I got it. Cam runs over to the door. I didn't order this, slave. Shuts the door.
Like, stop before you get us in trouble.
Oh, sorry. And anything else as you rest?
I guess on that note, I'll try to put on a steaming warm pair of socks
They're big but very comfy.
and go to bed.
You all have a nice, gentle, restful quote night. But you're all able to fall asleep, no problem.
I sleep until someone wakes me up, or 13 hours pass, whichever happens first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to heal my injuries.
Nobody wakes you up for certain.
Okay.
You know, you're allowed to get your sleep.
Thought maybe Farrah might,
Yeah.
if anyone, but I'll pass out.
Yeah, and it is a heavy sleep since you guys have not slept comfortably since the bounty hunting mission before. So you guys knock out, and you finally wake up, and you're collected first. Or rather, I'm sorry, a door opens up. And you see Rick Nova enter.
Is it like as soon as I wake up?
A little after.
Alright.
You guys are done ready.
Yeah.
You took the socks off. Then Rick Nova steps in, and he's just like, "Hey, just wanted to say goodbye. Gotta be hitting the road now."
Why? You're not coming along with us?
No. You guys, I'm not staying in this ship longer than I need to. Besides, I got my own ship. Hopefully that isn't dismantled by now.
Well, I hope the Umber Collective doesn't go after you now.
Oh, I can handle myself. Don't you worry.
Where are you off to?
I don't know. Wherever the solar winds take me. You guys can keep the communicators in case you need to get a hold of me.
Cool, thank you. I guess I should say it's been good, but you kind of kidnapped us and brought us into space and stuff, and I haven't forgot that.
Yeah, well, maybe you should. All the good stuff I did for you.
You got me arrested.
Oh, that was your fault?
I wouldn't have been bounty hunting if it wasn't for you. To fix your ship.
Well, you got caught.
Just imagine V peeks her head up going, yeah, you did get caught.
Don't be a bitch.
Like, alright, well, best of luck. And
Let's hope next time we see each other it isn't on the because you're on the bounty list.
yeah, 'cause I don't think you can bring me in. I'm just messing with you. Not really though, but maybe.
Yeah, it gives a handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right,
Shake his
yeah,
hand
yeah.
and send him off.
No, yeah, he leaves. He's gonna. As he leaves, he says, tell the prince I said goodbye too. Tell him, oh man, I'm sorry for almost putting up for ransom. Hopefully you guys don't tell anybody that.
He's pretty forgiving. I'll let him.
All right, don't mention it to the anybody here. By the way, can you just leave that part out of the story?
Sure.
All right, cool. All right, take it easy then.
You too.
And not soon after, basically at the same time for both of you, you're doom doom doom, and the steward enters. It's like, my king.
I'm like still sitting up in bed. My hair is a mess. What?
Do you need another minute?
No, it's fine. What's up?
The banquet, the dinner is ready at your leave.
Yes. I get up and get dressed and fixed up in like a second. Like, I'm ready. Let's go.
Of course.
I'm excited. I want to see what's for dinner.
And same thing you. Just like, dinner's ready. Your attendance is mandatory.
Cool. All right. Not gonna stay here.
And as you start leaving, and Cam and V go with you, the last room that you have to pass, there's a steward out there just like, Miss, please, attendance is mandatory. Everyone to get. No, I ain't going. I'm staying right here, right now. I got too much to do here. I got set back. Do you hear me? And
I walk up behind the servant. I'm like, Savannah, what are you doing?
And you see Savannah, there's like electrical wires everywhere. It looks like the floor and the wall was taken apart.
Yeah.
And the steward's like, oh, please, miss. And she has these tools, don't know where she got them.
What the hell is all this?
Well, if I tried to explain it to you, I don't know if you'd understand, Elias.
You can't just take things apart everywhere we go.
Well, I'm best friends with the king. I can do whatever I want. Cam's like, is that true? We can do whatever we want.
Within reason, I like pointing at Cam. I'm like, not order a million things of clothes in the middle of the night. But come on, like,
Savannah's like, we can do that?
No. Like, we have to go. Like, this is the whole reason why we're here.
Make a persuasion roll.
That one. I'm not even gonna check.
The door just somehow she like put two wires together and just
pushed out.
Steward's like, okay.
I look to the servant. I'm like, I tried, and then I head in the direction of the like banquet room.
Yeah. Everyone goes with you. As you guys are being escorted or walked through to the proper place, you start noticing. Actually, both of you make perception rolls.
Perception. 13.
16.
Both of you notice that there isn't, while predominantly the the predominant species on this ship is Nabayan, of course. You actually do see other species aboard the ship, other humanoids and non-humanoids as well, in much smaller capacity. It looks like in more specified roles. Like you see some that are specifically engineers or something like that, more put onto the ship for their particular skills in something, as opposed to every soldier is Nabayan. There definitely is no military individual that isn't Nabayan, and they stand out from their just whether they're always armored or they always have straight posture moving through. When you see soldiers, it's the air in the room gets a little colder. So you start moving through, there's this rigid mentality to them, as opposed to some of the other species who will like wave as you go by. Some of them are friendly, some of them just want to get their job done, something like that, and the steward doesn't really address them or anything like that.
Yeah.
But eventually you are led into the grand dining hall aboard the Retribution's Forge. This room in itself, very tall ceiling, and onto it are these floating chandeliers of like repulsor energy, just of lavish white and yellow lights, just moving constantly in motion, like very slow motion throughout, basking down to this gold room, very reminiscent of the Palace of Shakar, and how the sort of splendor that you look upon everything. There are pieces of artwork throughout, but digitized in how it works, and just kind of shuffling through along the walls. And the table's set up, there's no table legs to it. While there's cloth set out throughout, they're clearly floating, but just completely still. And even no matter how much force you put down, it doesn't like move down at all. They're very magnetically set like that, and it's long. It's about a 30-foot table in length as it moves by, and there are individuals there already. People, other VIPs that you see, all Nabayan, dressed up in coats, and you arrive first, Elias, and then the rest of the party kind of arrive and are. You don't see assigned seats, but somehow people know where to sit. And you kind of have to ask a steward. Like, V doesn't ask. V just like sits anywhere, and you see like a woman who's like to like say something, and V just looks at them, and they're like kind of move away. And there's a lot of vital conversation happening. And after a few more minutes, you hear there's several entryways into the chamber, and through one of them you hear, "The Honorable King of Nabaya." Kind of looks, pause for a second.
What's his name again?
Yeah, just kind of like, didn't have a lot of time to rehearse something like this.
Yeah.
Nor to interview Adam. It says, "Entering." and Adam, you're just trying to,
Yeah. Just walking like awkwardly.
yeah. And everyone's like,
Cam's in the back like, ow!
Cedric said, "I know him. I know the king."
Hey, how's it going?
And immediately, before even your friends can approach you, there's about a dozen people kind of crowding to you, just these older individuals all dressed up, and they're just like, "My liege, it's a pleasure. Glad to see you're well." We thought, all talking, all of them shaking. Actually, they don't even dare to shake your hand. They're just bowing. And if you raise up, they're like, sweaty palms, just all around.
Hey, you. Hey.
Yeah, and you're introduced to name after name after name.
Yep.
And again, they all seem like high prominent members within not the military class, more of a like
nobility.
Yeah, like the equivalent of nobility over there.
Yeah, I'm after like introducing myself, I'm gonna like try and push past them and like get to my seat.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interference, but eventually there is the table's set up where there's 2 head seats and down the rows, and you sit in one, and people like murmuring, like, "Oh," realizing you're on the wrong seat. There's only 2. You're like,
Yeah, just scoot over.
bold king, bold.
They look like almost identical.
Yeah, practically. There's like a slight like different shade of red.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you guys do?
I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys," I'm down the table.
Cam's like, "Hey, where's the food?"
I don't know. I'm like, I like doing this. Like, "Where's the food? Where's the
Everyone's
food?"
looking around.
I'm like, should we join him?
Cedric's like, "Where's the food?"
Where's the food?
Xavier, "Where's the food?" V just has the book.
Yeah.
Just kind of reading.
I'm just like,
the nobility like sit at the table and they're like, it goes on a little too long, and they're like, "Where's the food? Where's the?" And
they started like, "Yes, we made them do it."
and then you hear, "Now presiding Queen Fira of Nabaya." And then
I like instinctively like stand up.
yeah, all the nobility. Everyone stands up. Cam stands up on their chair. And yeah, you see Fira Synthai step in, long, armored down, kind of draped down across the floor by about 2 or 3 feet behind her. You see the glowing jewel of the circlet around her forehead, deep olive-colored skin, long manicured nails kind of come up, gold around her circle or her neck right now. Just kind of, "Please sit."
When she gets to her seat, I'm gonna like do the thing. I like pull her chair out and like sit her.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, very good." It's constant gossip happening every second. And she gives a nod.
And then I sit down. I'm like, "Where's the food?"
"Of course." And a minute passes before trays, these servants come by, and trays of hot steaming food of all different varieties, lots of cured meats, and vegetables, all native to Nevayan, kind of come out and fill the entire table. Just food.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, my eyes go wide.
You don't really get the food yourself. You don't. The rest of you fuck off. The king and queen ask, and then they get plates brought to them of stuff.
I would like one of everything, please.
What's on the 30-foot table? Yes, my liege. And the banquet is commenced. You guys have plenty of foods. Everybody is, after being sick of food paste for a bit, they're just
Yeah, it's delicious.
Xavier's eating a lot. It's just like meat.
Yeah, with my mouth still full of food, I'm like, there's some important things we need to talk about.
I agree. Well, for right now, it is a pleasure to have you here, my husband.
It's good to see you again.
Make an insight roll.
Insight, my specialty.
Your insight.
Natural 1.
All right.
Nothing seems weird.
Yeah, really fun.
There's a knife at your neck.
How's the door slide?
Of course, what is it that you would like to know?
Oh,
I'm sure you have many questions. I don't know where to start.
I do have a lot of questions, but I guess first things first. Hi, I'm Adam. I like wave at the table.
Dead quiet. Like, they all bow a bit. They're unsure.
I haven't met some of you, but I'm sure we will have fantastic professional relationships.
Professional.
I turn to Farah. I'm like, yeah. I have a lot of questions about just what's been happening since I've been gone, and what happened with you, and what happened with my mom and my brother.
Yes. Kind of. She stops eating. Kind of puts her fork down. Then she kind of like looks out to like the people. Like some of them, you can tell are pretending to eat, and then others are kind of looking over. Looks like they want access to this knowledge too. She's like, why don't we wait a few moments for that?
Oh yeah.
Just want to make sure we are within the right company.
Okay. I didn't know if it was public knowledge or not. What's been going on just in general?
Everything has been going just fine, my king. It is all thanks to the blessing of our military might that we have maintained control for this long, despite the hostilities on the homeworld.
And I mean, that's good. What are these hostilities? What's been going on?
And one gentleman speaks up like, those insurrection, and the person with them, like the partner, just like, Queen raises a hand, and it's like, it seems as though there are individuals back on the homeworld that would have taken advantage of the chaos that was wrought upon your departure.
Were they vying for the throne or something?
In a way, yes.
Well,
things are very violent after you left. As the Lance of Vanai, you might recall as your father's flagship, was destroyed, along with much credibility to the throne at that point. After the Centrum's, and she kind of reaches out, supposed destruction. Until it was recovered.
I did hear about that supposed mishap.
It just takes a sip of her drink.
I'm happy to see you in such a high position, but what happened with my brother?
Yeah, she like puts a hand on yours.
Mm.
I think it's about time we finish up. And she says to the rest, and and people start to like clearly not done with their food. There's so much more food left. They kind of get up, take the hint that their queen wants them to fucking leave, and stewards start leading them out. And some are a little more reluctant to leave than others, but soon enough, it's just all of you there. Cam still stuffing. Xavier and Cedric are also stuffing their faces, while Lauren, V, and that's it, are more attentive. And the table, food starts leaving the table, and they start slightly. Your chairs sort of lift up and start hovering to close the distance. So.
Oh, that's weird.
Just kind of.
It's like grab the sides of it really quickly.
Cedric's like grabbing a plate. And close. And
I like really want to eat, but I'm also like want to have this conversation.
Yeah.
And I keep looking back and forth from Fair to the food, like
you see that the food is dwindling.
yeah.
So finally, you raise your hand against one steward. It's like they have like a plate of meat. You're like, leave it.
It's like when you tell a dog to sit, stay, and then they're like looking at the thing they want.
Yeah, and then once they leave, Fira's sort of political smile, so to say, just, drops. She says, your family is in our family, I should say, are in a dire position.
What do you mean?
I hate to tell you this so soon after returning, but they were captured by this rebellion, and we haven't heard from them since.
Both of them? My mom and my brother?
And your father.
How did that happen?
Again, things were so chaotic after you left. It's tough to know the exact timetable, but the insurrection began maybe weeks after. And after storming the palace, well, your father was weakened.
Yeah.
After the events of, well, what happened.
And how's the planet? I mean, how much of these insurrections taken over? And who's leading them?
As far as the planet goes, most of it is under their control. I hate to say at this point. It's become difficult to use our usual tactics against them. After all, it is our homeworld, and we like to see the least amount of carnage as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The way they operate, if you were to look at it, it would seem as though she gestures around, we have total control of it. But the tactics they use, no. They don't have the numbers that we have. But they know those streets as well as anyone else. They know the planet.
Mm-hmm.
They know where to hit, where it hurts the most.
Okay. Yeah, and who?
Oh, yeah, yes, Elias.
Sorry, not to speak out of turn.
No, of course, you are a friend of the king and a friend of mine.
Why would these people try to overthrow you guys?
Yeah, what do they want?
They are... Once the Centrum was destroyed, supposedly, looks around, takes off the circlet and puts it on her lap. What you have to understand is that the Nabayan people are one who value power, assertiveness, and strength above all else. And when a king is stripped of that power, some don't believe he should be king anymore. I made this, and she takes out the circlet, in an attempt to reestablish a bit of that power. She taps the jewel, says, you would be surprised at what this means, or how much this means to people of Nabaya.
Yeah, even if it's just a symbol, I guess.
Some of them don't think of their king as the king, but instead the Centrum itself as their leader, as it has brought our people to the farthest reaches of the cosmos in such a short amount of time.
Is the Centrum what causes you guys to destroy planets?
No.
Or is that just...
I suppose it leads to those decisions sometimes.
With my father, kind of did sometimes.
All part of the Centrum's plan, no doubt. Or his plan. It's tough to say without being under the influence of the Centrum, who actually is in control most of the time. But everything is to further the goal of the progression of the Nabayan people.
Alright, so... I have a question that might sound kind of weird.
Of course.
Have you seen a specific... Well... How long have you been away from Nabaya?
No, I try and go there quite frequently to keep up appearances. I'm in orbit most of the time, actually. It's been about, maybe I'd like to say, 7 cycles, give or take.
Okay.
I don't like to keep Admiral Savine away from the battlefield for long.
How long have you been in the position of queen?
Since you left.
Okay.
A little after your parents were... She doesn't say...
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a strange question. Have you encountered anyone that's not Nabayan on Nabaya recently? That stood out and caused a lot of problems?
I haven't been planet-side in a long time. Perhaps you could ask Admiral Savine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, so now that...
Were you expecting anyone?
Well, I know that someone was on Nabaya, and I just was hoping that they didn't cause too much trouble.
Well, I would hate to see anybody on that surface right now.
Well, now that I'm back and we're here, what can we do to help? I mean, we're gonna have to try and...
Well, I'm glad you asked, Adam. I think there is a way you and your friends can help.
Okay.
Savine and I are making plans as we speak to how we can implement you to help end this conflict at your approval, of course. We don't want to rope you into anything you would find too dangerous, but do know that it will be dangerous.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I came here to help. I actually stopped by Nabaya for like 5 seconds a little while ago and saw the war. Don't ask how. It's a lot to explain.
Much like the way we met?
Yeah. Pretty much the same way.
I see.
And I saw everything that was going on planet side and it looked pretty bad. So...
I'm sorry you had to see it that way.
It's okay. But that's why I'm here.
The top priority, and the details will be ironed out for that, will be retrieving your family. Your mother, father, and brother.
Okay. I like the sound of that.
Them in the captivity of the enemy is a crushing blow to the morale of the Nabayan people. And although I am acting regent, there are still those who fondly respect your family.
Yeah, I'm sure having the family back together will be a good sign.
I can't promise that. Well, I should tell you now. Don't know if you'll recognize them after. Who knows what they've done to them?
I'll try not to think about that. I'll just focus on trying to get them back.
What's the goal of these people who are trying to overthrow everything? Like, do they have somebody that they plan on replacing the king with?
We're not quite sure. The organization itself is a bit chaotic in how it runs. We're unclear on who exactly is leading them. They've kept themselves hidden, which is quite un-Nabayan, I might say so.
There must be a motive.
It has to be. It has to be something.
I just hope it isn't. You know who.
Yeah, me too. That would be terrible. I know this is the opposite of our plan right now. Have we tried communicating with them and asking them what their goal is?
She kind of smiles and looks away. Sometimes I forget you were away for most of your life. Unfortunately, that isn't the Nabayan way. And while organizing a sort of compromise might seem beneficial to both parties, I'm afraid neither side would allow for something so not forward.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Total conquest. That is the Nabayan way. And it has served us well these years. It has kept us on even playing field with other members of the coalition.
Okay, well, that's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
It is.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to take us to get to Nabaya?
To Nabaya? Let me check my DM sheet. Let me check my notes. About 3 cycles.
Okay, that's not terrible. Maybe we can come up with some sort of strategy in that time?
Of course, as I said, Admiral Savine is getting work right now on how to best utilize our time together.
Okay. Do you mind if we...
To the janitor, like, excuse me, sorry.
do you mind if we meet with her soon?
Yes, of course. You can meet with Admiral Savine anytime on the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to as well.
Ask her. Yeah.
Find out who and why we're fighting.
Yeah.
If we can avoid this.
All right. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do.
Very good. If you'll excuse me, she stands up, because I have other business to attend to right now. I'm
Yeah.
quite busy.
Yeah, of course.
She nods and kind of walks off. Cam kind of like leans over to Elias.
Yeah.
And they say, mouthful of food. Like, she's really pretty. Spits a little on you.
I'm like, ew.
Sorry.
Don't talk.
Tries to wipe it off your face.
Yeah. Like, now what?
She's really pretty.
Yeah, that's Adam's wife.
Oh. Yeah. Takes a bite. Cedric kind of sits down, or still sitting. Just not. Same way that Cam leaned over to you. He like leans over to Adam, just like, "Hey, this whole marriage thing.
Yeah.
Now, how long has this been a thing? A while, right?"
Yeah, a little while.
Hey. Lauren leans over to Cedric. She's like, "What about Misty?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, what about Misty? You cheated on your wife, dude?
What? No.
He's looking at you, Xavier. Sounds like cheating to me, dude.
I'm like, that is kind of cheating.
I mean,
you
I
can't.
got married in like 2 days.
Yeah, but like, you can have a wife and a girlfriend. Your wife just has to be cool with that.
Is there, Cedric speaks up, is there a Nabayan religion that's like cool with this? Is this what we're doing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like Nabayan Mormon? The Mormon?
I'm not.
V's like, guys, leave him alone.
Let's just go.
If he wants to cheat on his girlfriend, the intergalactic wife, and be a prick, go for it.
I like stomp off. I was like pouting. I'm like, I'm going to the bridge.
I'm gonna come.
Okay. Do you want to bring anybody?
It's a good question.
I'm thinking Xavier.
How come?
Because he's almost a superhero.
Sure. Yeah.
He asked Xavier to come.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well, I mean, him, maybe V, like, you know, our competent warrior type
Okay.
people.
The fighters.
The fighters, yeah.
All right. Okay. So we'll leave Lauren and Cedric to do their thing.
They can leave them with Cam.
Yeah. Yes.
Good luck.
Yep. Let's do that. I want that group together.
Lauren's trying to kill us.
Cedric's like, as you guys are walking away, Cedric's like, come on, kid, let's go run through the hallways and piss people off. Yeah. Lauren's like, walk, don't run. Please, I don't.
They'll have their own side episode of shenanigans.
Tune in next week for the Cedric Cam Power Hour.
It's amazing we haven't put them together before.
I know. All right, yeah, let's head to the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to get a steward to lead you through, otherwise you will get lost on your way over there. But eventually you are led to the bridge. To describe the bridge again, it's this sort of multi-tiered. You see, like, basically people are computer consoles along the end here, set up similar to how a movie is, where it's a flat wall over there, which looks to be a sort of screen. It would be glass, but it's tinted. And on the other end are about 4 or 5 rows of these computers sort of laid out that lead up into the ceiling, and then the center leads down into a ramp with this large, sort of like, it kind of reminds me of like a war room-esque, like large hollow map or console onto there, and there's a bunch of people around. People are moving to and fro about giving reports and everything, and you do see Admiral Savine. Similar to how you saw her before when you requested the ship down, just kind of talking to people, going about her business.
All right, yeah, I'll go in. I'll just be like, Admiral.
People bow every time you walk by someone, even when it's in the hallway. Like, soldiers pass by. Soldiers won't move when you're around until you pass them. Like,
It feels
on
weird.
one knee.
Yeah, it feels very weird.
Yeah. Eventually, you make your way to Savine, and she gives far less dramatic sort of a head bow. Just says, "My king."
I have a couple of questions about stuff that's been happening on the surface of Nabaya.
Absolutely. I have answers, hopefully.
I just kind of I pull up a chair, the war room table.
There's no chairs.
Oh,
It's just like this table that you have to stand around it.
all right, I'll stand and put both my hands on it, be all dramatic.
Xavier's like, I'm going along with him, man.
First question: has there been any unusual individuals on the surface of Nabaya lately? Not Nabayan, out of place, causing a lot of trouble.
We've had some reports in the capital of convoy attacks, not from the rebellion, which is quite strange. Materials being brought to and from the war front being taken or just destroyed.
Any idea about who's doing it?
Once again, we don't believe it's Nabayan. Tactics used seem more feral. Quite strange. We have an investigation under the, what was the name of it in my notes? I don't think I have it written down.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, he's slipping.
The Coalition Zoo.
Coalition Zoo?
Well, with all the chaos and the battles going on, maybe some of the creatures might have been released from captivity. Some of them a bit more dangerous than others.
Okay. I'm gonna be completely straightforward with you. There is, or at least was for a fact, someone from another planet on Nabaya, a woman. I kind of just give a general description of Maria. She's known to cause a lot of trouble and wreak havoc. I don't know if she is responsible for anything that's happening, but she's very intelligent, and she could be.
And how did she arrive on Nabaya? Do you know?
Yes, it's a very long story.
We have a flashback
Yeah.
of you grabbing and teleporting to Nabaya, throwing her, like, and just coming back.
I was like, yeah, it's very very long story. But fact of the matter is, she was on Nabaya at one point. She could have been killed by the insurrectionists. I'm not sure.
Well, even if she is as formidable as you believe, I'm afraid someone with no experience in Nabaya, of their culture, of their people, most likely won't last long on the planet. But I do appreciate the warning.
Yeah. Just if you pick up any sign of someone like that, just let me know.
Of course.
Also, about the insurrection. Are we aware of if there's a leader or their goals or anything of that sort?
Yeah, I'd like to know why we're fighting the people we're fighting.
Yeah.
Of course. Most that we can gather, it's some sort of... she thinks for a moment. A way to fill the power vacuum that your father left behind. A chance for some faction, some family of some sort to, with who has garnered a bit of respect and support, take their step and earn the centrum themselves.
I see.
A moment of weakness that the Nabayan people have not had in a very long time. It has invited conflict. Who the specific leader is, we are still unsure of that information.
Okay, so whoever this leader is, if there is one, is simply fighting for the Centrum.
Yes. It is unfortunate that something like this is very difficult to describe to members of the Prismatic Coalition for support. One, because why would we ever ask for support from them? And two, I don't think they understand the customs of Nabaya, and some of them resent those customs. As you are aware of with your past visit, we are a species of power. Strength.
Yeah.
We do not falter. Under any means. Even if the threat is our own kind.
Of course. I heard you were working on a way to implement us into this whole thing.
The Queen has told me of your specific abilities. And while I am hesitant to throw our king onto the battlefield, I am one for a pragmatic solution in using our assets wisely. I believe, with your help, we'll be able to ascertain the location of your family.
Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to going onto the battlefield if it's to save my own family.
It will involve and again, the details have not been set yet. The Palace of Shakar you will be infiltrating.
Okay.
It is a stronghold for this rebellion. And we will need information. I believe it is being stored there.
Do we think that's where my family is?
No, they would have cleared out by then. Nor do our intelligence officers. They have not reported such a thing.
Okay.
And tactically, it would be unwise to keep them there.
All right. Yeah. We've been in the palace before. We can do that.
It is heavily fortified, meaning we will have to, well, think of another way to get in, as we are working on right now.
Okay. I mean, we've fought an interdimensional god recently, so I think we can handle an insurrection.
Yeah, I think so.
This should be a piece of cake then.
Yeah, it should be fine. Just once the plans are all ironed out, just let us know.
Of course. Are there any other questions that any of you have?
You have any questions?
Probably not until we get there and see what we're up against.
Okay.
I'm hoping that by the next cycle, I will have more information on the specific plan. We shall be entering FTL travel soon.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for all your hard work, and keep it up.
Will do. Of course, if you have any other business to finish on Union's Trust, now is the time to do so. Let us know.
We'll do. Do I have any unfinished business on Union's Crest?
Oh. Rook left. He told me to say bye.
Where'd he go?
Off on another adventure.
Isn't his ship like us?
He used us to fix it.
What about the What about the Umber Collective?
They don't know him. They don't care.
They were at his ship.
Him. Yeah, he's probably gonna take off. He's probably gonna get apprehended by them. They'll probably kill him. Who cares?
Xavier looks at you like, that's cold, buddy.
Like, dude, he tried to kidnap him and sell him for cash.
Yeah, but like, it's probably a lot of cash.
Yeah, but that's Adam, man.
He did help us, I'm just saying.
How?
He took us to Union's Crest.
How'd that help us?
Money. You know, he could have just killed us.
He could have just not lied to us about who he was in the first place, and then not try to sell us, and then after he revealed who he was, not use us to make $10,000 and then split.
It's true. Well, he did the 10,000. He did take 10,000, didn't he?
He did. He did. He was kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't the best.
Savine says, would you like us to take care of this individual?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's yeah. He was a jerk, but I mean, like, I don't know. Killing him is justified.
He's fine. What happened to
harmless.
Oh, look at the Admiral. I'm just like, what was the name of the... When I flew down... What was the name of that engineer who flew me down before you all got there?
I know where this is going.
I don't know off the top of my head, though I'm sure I could go
Find that
retrieve
guy.
him.
Find that guy for me. Or have someone find him.
Of course.
Thank you. And have him bring...
Detained?
No, have him bring that guy to my quarters.
Of course, my king.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Very well.
Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.
Yeah.
People bow as you leave.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you walk out of the chamber, all of you kind of walking through the hallway together, the steward a few feet ahead of you. The steward doesn't sort of like interact with your conversations, but just stays enough ahead to where you can be guided by them. Adam, or I'm sorry, Elias, as you start walking, just kind of idly chatting, you hear a thump, like a drop next to you. Something just hits the ground. You look over and Adam has fainted. Thank you.
I like rush to like scoop him up, and I call out for people to get help.
Yeah, the steward immediately turns around, and the door to the bridge opens. And Adam, your vision as you're coming down, you feel Elias pick you up. People are around you, and then just darkness. And you watch as people pick up Adam. And you see this medical team bring by with this sort of like hovering magnetic stretcher, essentially, and put him on. And Admiral Savine immediately walks in. And it's just, what is this?
As soon as we left the room, Adam dropped.
It's kind of just...
This isn't the first time he's had a history of this.
After just a moment of this, Adam, you wake up. And there's blood coming out of your nose and your ears.
Like, am I just...
Yeah, people are crowded around, and all of you are in movement. So moving through towards that. And yeah, she's following, like power walking beside, just talking to Elias. Is this some sort of underlying medical condition?
We have no idea. It's happened a handful of times over the past few months. He'll just be fine, and then he'll drop.
She ditches you immediately as soon as she hits, and just moves towards Adam beside, and they stop and like, my liege, are you okay? bleeding.
Am I like conscious? Like, I'm just like, I don't know what just happened.
I'm like, did you go back to Alabama?
No, I didn't see anything.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know. I'm like wiping the blood from my nose.
Like, did somebody poison your food?
Of course no one poisoned the food.
Did anyone poison my food?
Of course no one poisoned the food.
Why not? He's like the new king.
We have the utmost security measures for such an occasion.
We are in the middle of a civil war here.
I assure you that all members of my crew are loyal to the cause.
I hope so.
Lieutenant looks over.
Someone do a test on me or something.
Yes. And she orders around, and soon she sort of stops you, Elias, and like Xavier and V from following, raises a hand. You go no further. We will check out the teen ourselves.
Where he goes, we go.
Fortunately not.
Why not?
Leave it to Nabayans. You would only complicate the matter.
Carry on.
What's going on? All I hear is blood.
Blood, 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 blood. She turns her heel and just steps. Adam, you're taken through more corridors until finally you reach this large room full of there are tanks all around you filled with liquid just bubbling about. It is sterile, clean, stark white. Everything else has this sort of gold. Like all the tables and everything are gold as it sets up throughout. There are plenty of Nabayans in there who are wearing, essentially like hospital gown, the equivalent of Titan, with these metal packs on their back. And as they basically, you see one, a soldier that looks like he had some sort of leg injury. As they're looking down, they raise up their arm and out a tool just shoots out of the pack, and they very adept. These individuals are as skilled with their medical tools as a Nabayan soldier is with their weapon, which you've seen firsthand is pretty formidable. Yeah. And they start bringing in, and a whole like back wall is set up just for you, and you see a bit on the shorter side for a Nabayan. Most Nabayans are taller than the average human. This one is about average, like maybe like 5'9", 6 foot, so like pretty small for Nabayan standards. Walks up, has not glasses, but these sort of magnifying like bifocals that hang off of his face, and that they move back and forth depending on how what he's looking at. He has a much bigger backpack than the rest of them, but he's also clad in like the long gloves and everything here, and he kind of steps through. His white hair is covered behind a like a sash, and he's just like, my liege, my name is Officer Crew, and I heard that you're having some sort of difficulties standing. Kind of sets you up. Yeah, let's get that wiped off over here, and it's wipes you clean.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just collapse.
Has this happened before? And as he's talking, he does, the usual doctor things where he takes out these weird examining tools and kind of just like looks through your ear and has like these weird scanners that he applies at very random points on your body.
It's kind of happened before, but usually when it happens, I have like a weird vision. This time that didn't happen. I just felt like I passed out.
Visions? What sort of visions are we speaking of here?
Kind of hard to explain. Visions of me on a farm with a family that's not mine. It's like they almost continue off of each other, like it's telling me a story. But this time there was nothing.
Yeah, he like reaches back and he presses a button on his back. And he just says, patient seems to be exhibiting some sort of hallucinations brought on by fainting. Have you been exhausted lately?
I mean, yeah, but just because I haven't slept.
And just kind of making notes into the recording of his backpack, and he sets you against this like cold table, and he's just like, okay, going to perform some biometric scans on you. Your approval, of course, my liege.
Yeah, of course.
Any other symptoms, anything to speak of what's happened? How long has this been going on?
A couple months? A month, maybe? I don't know.
See.
Not that.
Kind of takes, and he's asking you more and more questions, like basic health questions over there, and you answer to the best of your ability over there. And he's like, okay. Well, hopefully it's not a big deal, but we'll see.
Yeah, I hope not.
Just know that Nabayan science and medical technology is some of the best in the universe. If there's a problem, we'll find it.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna try to, like, as much as I can in my state right now, try to, like, just have a little bit of heightened awareness. Like, because ever since, like, did someone poison my food come up, I'm like, is there someone here trying to poison my food or trying to kill me?
Make a perception roll.
6.
Okay. You're on. You're alerted.
All right. My eyes start bleeding too.
That's normal. He says, you'll have to remain still for this, so I hope you don't mind some bindings. And around your wrist, and your waist, these straps, and the bed sort of elevates up magnetically and tilts. You see this large, almost looks like a cannon kind of machine in front, like above you, hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
And it just, and you see this fan of green and bluish energy with sparks touch you, and you don't feel it, just moving down your body. Please remain calm, my liege.
What is this? I don't like it.
It's a biometric scan, my lord.
Okay.
Please. And also, it goes near you with this large needle that looks almost like not advanced, right? You just look at it, you know it's just a needle.
Yeah.
They just through all the medical advances, they still haven't found anything better than just sticks it in your arm and draws out some blood. Puts it aside. And about 10 or 15 minutes pass with constant. And you can hear him speaking to himself a bit. He just says, this is fascinating. So, your father leans over, and I suspect it's your father, did some amazing gene engineering with you. Perfect splicing, I have to say. Just looks over. And there's a lot of information on the screen in front of him you can't understand.
Yeah.
It's like,
I know, I'm aware of what he did.
that explains your different physiology and what's on, and your particular talents that I've read about. What's on?
And what about my bleeding ears?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
And just looks. God,
What does that mean? What does that look for?
I'm baffled, really.
At what?
She just looks at you, and then back at the screen, and then back at you. And then once more at the screen.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
I don't know how to say this. It could be nothing, but... And then your vision goes black. And you wake up to the sound of fires. And you hear, get the chain, get the chain. And you're on the floor in front. Your vision comes back hazy. There's smoke. And you look over to the right, and you see medical officer crew in half.
Oh my god.
Dissected, just entrails out.
Holy shit.
Everybody that was in there, not many people, there were maybe about 4 other individuals there, 3 of them doctors, and 1 other was that patient you saw, are under rubble. One of them has needles just all throughout, pinned against the wall.
Oh my god.
Blood dripping down the sterile ceiling, just pooling below. And yeah, and there's soldiers outside just like rushing in at this point. And the chain, get the chain!
I'm gonna get up as quickly as I can.
Yeah, you're shaky.
Yeah.
Look over, and a soldier grabs you, Their armor is much thicker than the ones you saw that you usually see over here. More of this is your honor guard. They have like more like cloth draped on them, Nebian symbols all over them, thick helmets, and they grab you and pull you out and drag you out of the exploding medical room. And as you fall, you see, or as you are getting pulled away, you see Crew kind of like move onto his back, and just his head and his eyes go lifeless as he looks at you as you get pulled out.
Oh God!
And engineering crew starts coming in as you're brought out to the hallway.
Yeah, I'm like, well, the doctor found something out about me. You have to.
My chain, please be silent. We need to know your condition. And just they start, other medical people, more like field medics, kind of come in, and one of them part of the Royal Guard, and making sure you're not, and bleeding in any immediate danger.
Yeah, I think I'm fine. I'm fine. What about everyone else is on the ship?
Everything's fine, sir. We don't know what happened yet in there.
Okay, and my vision's still like blurry.
Yeah, just it's hazy and you feel nauseous.
Oh God. Yeah, to figure it out. Leave me here. I'm fine.
Of course, and they leave you there, but there's just like 4 guards around you. You're against the wall, and they form this like phalanx wall around you. If anybody tries to approach, they like brandish large, mighty spears and. And they're just like, I'm just don't know. Yeah, and after a few moments, the engineers put the fires out, and everything seems calm again.
I'm gonna try to stand myself up once everything's kind of calmed down. And I'm just gonna try and like go and look in the medical room again. It's like.
Yeah, one of your guards attempts to stop you, but when you're like insistent,
I'm just taking a look.
Like,
I'm just gonna peek in.
Yeah, as you're looking through, you hear the clicking of boots, and Admiral Savine is at the door. What happened here? What is this? It looks over to one of the medical guards. So what? She starts berating this individual who had really nothing to do what was happening here, but seems to be the only medical officer like in immediate vicinity, and is just threatening to have them killed for what has happened here.
Yeah, I look towards her. I'm just like, I don't kind of like slumping against the wall. Like I don't know what happened in there.
There's a guard next to you, like helps you.
They were doing tests. They scanned me. The scan was going for like 15 minutes or something, and then. Next thing I know, everything's exploding.
Did you see anyone? You've only been in here for a few moments.
What do you mean?
Just looks around. Please bring the king to his room.
Wait, the doctor, he found something out about me. He saw it on his little...
I'm afraid the doctor won't be speaking of his results yet. And he looks down, and there's like a cloth over half of a body.
Well, get the data or whatever we found off that machine.
She looks up and says, "We will try our best, my lord."
Okay.
There's been a lot of damage around here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest.
Of course. Stay with the king. And you are escorted back to your quarters.
Okay. Yeah, when I get back there, I'm going to tell the guards, like, way outside. They
look at each other, and then at you. They nod. And they essentially send 2 into the room to just check things out before coming back out, and then they...
If you insist, you can come in a sec. I just need to talk to someone.
They, again, look at each other, like...
And when they leave, I'm going to go on the communicator.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be like, Elias...
Yeah, you hear the sound of Cam and Cedric jumping on your bed in your room, just like, let's see how high we can go.
I'm like, if you guys break anything, I'm not gonna pay for it. I grab my communicator and I like kind of like shake it a little bit to make sure it works. I'm like, is this thing on? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, dude, what's going on?
Something weird happened in the medical room. I got scanned. Like, they did a bioscan on me, and then everything exploded, and all the doctors died.
Run that last part by me again.
Elias, you know that it's only been... You just got back to your room.
Yeah, like it's hardly been 10 minutes.
I don't know. They took me in there, and next thing I know, the doctor was like, "Oh, we found something. What is this?" And then he didn't tell me, and then he died, and everyone exploded. And like a bunch of guards rushed in there and pulled me out. I think someone here is trying to kill me. I think someone poisoned my food.
It sounds to me like that room you were just in got bombed.
That's kind of what it felt like.
Did we feel any like shake in the room when we were in there? It's so weird. Yeah, we didn't detect anything in here. You guys feel anything?
V speaks up.
Yeah.
She said, this ship is huge. It's the size of a city. I don't know if we'd feel anything.
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal. Some guy, one of the doctors was like ripped in half. One of them had like a bunch of needles through his body. I don't know what happened, but I was still like not really. I was still out of it on the medical table.
Like, I think someone's trying to kill you, dude.
Yeah. Just like keep an eye out. Anything fishy.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I know I'm not the most perceptive sometimes. So I might need your help.
That's why I'm here.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. I'm hurting pretty bad.
When you put your, like, you hang up with the communicator down, you look up and there's a figure standing at the door.
Ah.
And you blink and it's gone.
What did it look like? Did it look like human?
It's like a silhouette. Humanoid.
I'm gonna like slowly like make my way to the door. Open it.
And you see 4 of your honor guard there.
I would like you to come in now.
They nod and file in. Perfectly ordered.
Alright, just keep a perimeter or whatever you guys do.
Of course, my king.
I'm gonna go take a nap. I just walk into the bedroom.
Enjoy your nap, my king.
Into the bed.
Yeah. So, is there anything anybody wanted to do specifically for the 3 days?
Oh, God, what do I do after that?
Yeah.
There will be a briefing on the second day.
I'm going to play a game of Clue in this ship and just start like interrogating people and like just walking around seeing if I see anything fishy.
Sure.
I'm gonna follow Adam like his shadow.
All right. Both of you make investigate rolls. Or, before you roll, you can choose to help. Do you want to make separate ones or try and one help the other?
I will help because my investigation.
So you roll first.
I investigated 7.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
That's a 15.
All right, so you get to add 5.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I'm adding 12 to whatever I roll right now. 21.
21. Okay. So yeah, you're going along, like the ship itself, kind of stopping people, trying to ask the right questions. The difficult thing about this is you don't really know anyone. While you have the authority of the king, that almost seems like a detriment because of the nature in which they want to treat the king is always say yes. And always give the king what he wants.
Are you trying to kill me? Yes, I mean no, sir. I mean I don't know.
It's impossible to get true honesty out of anybody on the ship with the king around or with people they don't know and are clearly not Nabayan. As a result,
tell me why you're trying to kill the king.
Tell me. It's like the cafeteria guy. Please. What's the jambalaya?
I've had a stomach ache for 8 hours.
So, as far as best to your knowledge, I mean, you're not really finding anyone notably like suspicious over there. You don't find like contraband, anything like that. You start to get a better layout of the Retribution's Forge. And when I say better layout, I mean like you found data pads with maps. Like you finally get them from like the steward and stuff, and see that yes, this is like a city-sized warship that would, fit well over 60,000 crew members aboard. And it's hard to make relationships with anybody on here because when you see them once and you never really see them again. They're on a different part of everybody's in transit or some way.
Yeah.
Is there anybody specifically? I mean, if you asked the Admiral, she says the investigation is underway, but they have not found anything conclusive. The information aboard the medical computers, lost.
Damn. What about like the people that were in the room during the dinner? Like the other,
like the nobility. Yeah. They don't know anything about it. If you're trying, make insight rolls. If you're trying to see if there's any sort of maybe ulterior motives or anything like that.
Sure. 12.
I'm gonna also
Okay, go for it.
19.
19. It's another thing that makes this difficult. Is that in the back of your mind, there's always a concept of what the Nebayans believe and how fervently they believe in it. And that is that weakness is not tolerated. And the idea that you are... The way that you're going about this, they're almost kind of laughing to themselves. They're jovial about how they answer you. This sort of investigative... Like, let's try and approach and talk this through instead of immediately demanding that people get detained. The warmongering way, that they are familiar with in of itself. They start to respect you a bit more after you kind of tighten your tone and you're just like, I order you to tell me, something like that. But there's no significant information. If anything, you just kind of are starting to understand maybe a little more on how you should be talking to people of Nebayan descent when you want to know something about them.
Yeah.
If you are stronger than them, they need to know it.
Yeah.
And that's how you exert dominance.
Okay. All right. Well, after after the day of investigating, I'm gonna try to find Farah.
Easy enough to find after you request. At this point, we'll say she's on the bridge. And yeah, she looks over. She has her own honor guard with her. And she said, my husband, what do I have the pleasure?
Can we talk privately for a second?
Of course, I trust you're feeling better.
Yeah, definitely feeling better than yesterday.
I heard what happened.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Well, I'm hoping it's not any sort of sabotage. As I said before, I trust most anyone on here would be loyal to us. Perhaps some sort of technical malfunction, though that seems unlikely as well. She's like saying this as she's walking away. The guard and your guard kind of file into their own ranks and continue to follow.
The doctor.
They try and they keep Elias. They try and keep you like away. They're not purposely like pushing you away, but the way they file, they like don't care. Like they'll like walk right through you. And these are tall motherfuckers. They just come in and you're like, they don't stop you from getting closer because they haven't been really ordered to. But you can tell you're not really welcome. Yeah. You're getting the vibes of when you first arrive in Abaya. That like, yes, you're guests of the king. Or of the prince, the king.
Doesn't mean anything to anybody else.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, I just kind of say to Farah, the doctor in there, Dr. Crew, I think his name was. After he scanned me, he said he found something weird and that he didn't know how to explain it, and right before everything happened. I know the Admiral said that they couldn't get the information off the machine that he was using, but do you think maybe there's another machine that you could scan me again with?
Of course, there are more... there's more equipment that could be used, though I think at the moment it might not be wise, as long as you are in no immediate danger.
I don't know if I am. I mean, whatever he found in the scan could be fatal.
Well, we'll have physicians come to you every day, perform rudimentary scans to ensure if we knew there was something fatally wrong with you at the moment, well, we would know is what I'm saying. That deeper scan, I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe somebody was attempting to stop it, if indeed somebody is here and against us. So trying again might be a bit too dangerous at the moment until we root out the problem.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just concerned.
As you should be, as you have a right to be.
Yeah,
The honor guard will keep you safe.
I hope so. Are you coming back to the room? I haven't seen you like in there since I got here.
She smiles. Says, when I am able.
Okay.
I am quite busy.
All right. Yeah.
Especially with our return.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just want to.
She
let
kind of
you know
looks
that.
over and she says, "Oh, do you want me there?"
I haven't seen you in a long time. It'd be nice to catch up.
Kind of just like a wry smile.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I see. I don't have to make time then.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. I don't want to keep you from anything.
She gives her own nod. And goes off to her own business.
Okay. As soon as you catch up to me, I'm just like, I feel like she's acting kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, she could just be incredibly busy. I mean, you know, she is royalty and everything. But I don't know. Something just seems kind of off.
I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn again on this, but
As you say that,
Yeah.
there's, like, honor guards like behind you, like casting a shadow, like, like about to like fuck you up if you say the wrong thing.
yeah, but I feel like I
Like,
shouldn't say what I'm supposed to, what I'm about to say with this looming man over me.
Hey, stop looming.
You like all four
Yeah.
step back.
Like, hear me out on this. Vera's trying to, orchestrate an effort to push back this rebellion.
Yeah.
They have your family. She kind of is at their mercy, but if she can beat them, she can prove herself as a conqueror, and then they'll be like, they'll view her as like savior of the royal family and everything like that, being a part of it herself. What if she was trying to take control, and then you kind of showing up through a monkey wrench in this whole thing?
You mean like secretly she's trying to not save my family and trying to like keep the throne?
I don't know.
Or like beating the insurrection is her way to prove herself. Now that I'm here, like she's not number one.
Us being here might be stealing all the credit from her,
Mm.
which might explain why strange things keep happening to you. I don't want to plant any seeds of doubt or anything like that. Like, I mean, like, they've already been incredibly hospitable already, and this is your thing. I'm completely here to help you. I just want to make sure we all survive this. Is all.
I mean, anything is possible. It could definitely be true, but a huge number of things could be true right now.
I don't trust anybody here, and I don't feel welcome at all, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're not very gracious hosts.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm starting to not trust a lot of people here. I mean, I was really happy to be here first, but now it seems like every day something crazy happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what we're doing here now.
And I know these weird Alabama things were happening before, but it seems to have doubled down ever since we got on the ship. And I'm not okay with it.
No.
And now, like, someone's hiding medical information from me, I feel like. I
And
don't
killing people that know or
Yeah.
find out
Yeah.
about it. I don't care what they say. I think this ship's been infiltrated.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Earlier when I was in my room, before the guard came in, I kind of like saw a shadow or a figure in there, and then it was gone a second later. So I had the guards come in just in case.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't seem like anything happened. I don't know if I'm just going crazy or not.
Do you think they might have like tapes, like recordings, like security camera footage of that room at that time?
I mean, they have to, right? It's like the royal suite.
Right. It's
Guards.
Just show up. My liege.
Do you have like security camera footage of my room, my bedroom?
We can acquire it.
Yeah, can you do that? I thought I
course.
saw something strange in there earlier today.
Of course.
Okay.
They have to go back to your room
Mhm.
specifically for it. And are you following, Elias? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Make it back to your. You see his room, his house.
I'm like, damn! You got a fountain.
Yeah, I don't really know why. It kind of makes you have to pee all the time. But
He goes over to one of the viewing screen walls in the living quarters, and he goes to the pad attached to the side and starts thumbing through some things, puts in some codes, and you see a security feed boot up, and he's like, "What time do you would you like to specify seeing, sir?"
right before I told all of you to come into the room,
And you see
by the door.
you see like the footage. I don't know if you see anything embarrassing about Elias or about Adam. Like his underwear, I don't whatever.
Dancing in front of one of the turrets in my underwear.
Shoot me! A pair of underpants on the turret. Back, go back. I never want to see this again. Delete that.
Yep, stop.
Stop. You're like, woo!
No, forward.
Spaceballs moment. What are we looking at, sir? Now,
sir,
right now.
look at now.
We'll go forward.
When will that be now? Soon. So you, you see the moment where Adam walks in, telling the guard to wait outside. Kind of looks over. You see him on the communicator. Can't really hear him, and then puts it away and looks up at the door, and then starts moving slowly towards the door. Opens it and lets the guard in. There's no one there.
You see that moment where I like look up? I saw something at the door when I did that.
Go back. See if we can go like frame by frame.
Puts it down.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm going crazy. It looked weird. It was like a shadow man. Alright. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I'm exhausted.
If you feel unsafe, my lord, we will double the guard.
No, I'm sure you guys can handle it. If anything, it was just one person.
Nods.
You might just have to stay in the room.
Of course.
Do you want cover? You want like me and Jackie there?
It's probably not a bad idea.
It'll be the first time we've all had a weird sleepover under strange circumstances that may cause us to go to other dimensions or fight other worldly beings.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna have Elias and Jackie stay in the room with me.
Okay.
Come on, Jackie, I
Properly
pick up
T-posed.
Jackie, you know, like by the side, like there's a cardboard cutout. Let's go, Jackie. I'll set you up in his room.
Nod. You didn't even ask this. You didn't even ask that. Wouldn't it be great if I could mind read people right now?
She's always gone when she would be the most useful.
Maybe that just means she's always really useful.
Nah.
It's almost like trying to figure out if somebody in this inner circle is trying to kill you. Like, if we had a fucking mind reader, we'd be all set.
Oh well.
Good
We'll just
thing
have to-
we can't read minds.
We'll just have to have a sleepover.
Yep. They'll do this the good old-fashioned way. Die together.
On the second day of full travel,
Oh my god.
you are the king, just the king, and then you can invite anyone or asked to attend the briefing.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, no, all eyes on Jackie.
Yep.
We'll all go to the briefing.
Okay. Yeah, so 3 of you arrive on the bridge once again. And you see Admiral Savine is there along with Queen Vera. Both of them standing on one end. The platform that the table is on, it's circular. It's not quite narrow, but beyond it, there is no like other platform or anything. It's just like the screen beyond. You look down and it's completely dark below. It's a little like intimidating and terrifying to step on. And you feel like if you fell off of that platform, you might like fall forever
Yeah.
into it. And yeah, Savine nods. She says, I'm glad you could arrive now.
Yeah.
We may start the briefing here.
All right, yeah, let's get to it.
We believe we devised a plan that will best utilize your abilities to accomplish the task at hand. The objective, and she thumbs along the top of the table, just puts in some sort of language or combination, and you see a hologram of the palace of Shakar. It's sort of the way that it's framed. You don't see it, but you know it exists. That the palace hangs over this sort of crater, and in the crater there's water, constant, like a massive, like Niagara Falls style waterfall, but curved in a full like moon circle down into dark depths. It hangs over it by repulsor lifts and a single road platform that leads up to it. The shape of the building itself is like this large trapezoid that fills up about 3 floors onto itself, complete with towers of gold and blue and all the natural splendor of Nabaya. It looks big, it looks sharp, all angular and intimidating how it looks, and quite beautiful in the front. There's no detail work on it. This seems like a blueprint style map of it. And she looks over and says, the infiltration of the palace. In here, we believe that the rebellion, as this is one of their strongholds aboard the capital, have encrypted data that would be valuable to us. Valuable in finding your family.
Okay.
In order to acquire it, you'll have to access the war room within. Connected to, and she points inside, and it zooms in to a large chamber with pillars set up all side, and you see 2 thrones. It's like the throne room inside. And she motions to a side room. The camera just moves over, and there's this hologram door inside. It says, on the east side. That should lead you into the war room over there. The difficulty comes in how to enter the palace, and spans back out and onto the single road. You see there are a lot of like red X's. These like almost like they look like the tank traps that you would see in World War II, like those large steel X spikes in the ground that would stop tanks from coming through, or any sort of vehicles. Here, kind of all along the road. It says, the defenses are strongest, so a frontal assault is very difficult.
So we're gonna have to go another way.
Correct.
Okay.
The Queen has so graciously provided information on your abilities. And the camera moves down under the palace, and she points, and you can see now the engines, there's about 6 of them. They're massive. These circular sort of protrusions under the building itself. And she points between 2 of them, and she says, an engineering dot. We won't be able to bring any of our ships under. It's too noticeable. They have patrols searching all throughout outside. Anti-air equipment, batteries, like. But I'm under the impression that you are capable of flight by a more silent means.
Yeah.
You do not require the use of repulsor technology.
Nope.
That will be our key to entering.
I make Jackie's cardboard cutout nod.
Yeah. Thank you. Entering through here, you will have to avoid the patrols that they most likely have set up throughout the building, and make your way to the throne room, into the war room, and she points to your wrist. Your device should be capable of absorbing the encrypted data.
Oh, okay. Now we're kind of like Mercury. I like say in my head.
Yes, Adam?
Can you do that? Can you absorb encrypted data?
I should have that functionality, though I won't know for sure until we're in.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you. You are awesome, too.
Man, Mercury's the best.
What should we expect inside?
It's difficult to say. At least specifics. Many soldiers, of course. Insurrectionists. They have a decent supply of military equipment that they have obtained from raids and other means, and other supporters. All I will say is, don't get caught.
I'll do my best.
These are Nabayan soldiers, and we are ruthless.
We can be sneaky, right? We can be sneaky.
I look at my number 2 next to my stealth on my skill sheet. Sure. We can be sneaky.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I can send a invisible soul into that room and not enter it myself. I'll hide in the ducts where there will be nobody else.
An invisible soul might be pretty useful.
Can be done. Between that and between your speed,
Yeah.
quick in and out.
I like that.
I'm afraid that we won't be able to send much support your way, as the means of your travel limits what we can bring.
Okay.
Kind of expected that.
Yeah, that's fine. What about like a distraction? What if like as we're infiltrating, you can like hit him with something from another angle, and then there'll be less patrols.
Yeah, like hit him from above while we're coming up from the bottom.
Yeah, something like that.
Unfortunately, orbital strikes, per the Queen's request, has been expressly forbidden
Okay.
on the palace. But of course, we can form another distraction at the front gates for you.
Nothing too crazy. I don't want too many losses.
We'll keep it tame.
Okay. All right, I like that plan. All right, anything else for us?
That should be all. I'll give you the specific time and when we will be departing on arrival. The data itself is very important. Don't lose it, of course. And
Okay.
we should be able to decrypt it on our ship.
All right, sounds good. Are we doing this as soon as we get there, or is there a wait period?
As soon as possible. They might... Oh, I would put my bets on they do not even know of your existence yet. And that is an advantage to us.
They probably don't. But under a very strange, unlikely circumstance, they might.
Is that individual you were speaking of before?
Yeah. That plus when... I look at Farah. When I happened to pop in onto Nabaya recently for a second, I think some of the insurrectionists might have seen me. And if they recognized me, they would know I exist.
That might complicate things.
I'm not sure if those said insurrectionists are still alive, or if they said anything or saw or knew who I was, but under a very rare circumstance, they might know I'm here.
Could you imagine if they saw you appear, drop someone, and disappear, and now they think you're a prophet?
Now that would be awesome.
Zero trying to just chuckles. That would quite be something.
That might make this easier to end.
Or
Worse.
Let's be hopeful.
From Civil War to Holy War.
Last thing we need is a crusade.
Well, just keep that in mind, that possibility exists.
Certainly.
King Adam the Prophet. Wow.
Very good. Are there any other questions?
Not at the moment. Not from me, anyway.
Very good.
Completely unrelated. In your experience, what do you know about the judges?
And she looks at the queen and back. I'm unsure what you were speaking of.
I kind of expected it. Someone I met recently was just very unhappy with the Nebayan people.
Unfortunately, as are many who do not respect our ways.
Someone affected by one of your planet destructions in the past. One of many, I'm sure.
Yes. In war, there are casualties. And there will always be those who look upon it with disdain. But we progress. We move forward.
I thought they might know something too.
Yeah, I was kind of curious.
All right, well, back to planning, everyone.
Yep.
Of course. Oh, my liege. We have brought the individual you requested. He's waiting outside the bridge.
Yes. All right.
Engineer, please bring in Engineer Carnage. You open, you see, he clearly is. He is not Nebayan. He's one of those hired engineers from by. Kind of meet humanoid and walks in like, like has a jumpsuit on, just like I don't. I thought, he asked me to kind of like talking to one of like the honor guard who's like bringing him in, and he's like, I'm sorry if
I walk up to him. I'm like, Kanar, is that your name? I like have an open hand.
He drops the two. He's like, please, don't kill me. I just did what you're talking to me.
Wait, stop. Hey, it's fine. Hey, I like pick him up. I like, hey, Kanar, that's your name, right?
Yeah. You can call me Worm if that makes you feel better.
It doesn't. All right. I would like to announce. Well, first of all, you're fine. You're not in any harm. You're not in any trouble.
It's like he's in a room with people who he would never have interaction with ever in his life. They are, the top ranking. The queen, the admiral of the fleet.
Yeah, he's just like a paid by the hour.
Yeah, he's like, he's the fucking like the mail worker now on the CEO boardroom. They just got asked up.
How long have you been working in engineering?
Oh, I've been doing it my whole life, really. My papa would always have me come in and bring in these trinkets that I would just. Oh, I'm ramp. You mean here?
Yeah, here.
It's been like a year or two.
Okay, so you know the Nebayan ships fairly well then.
Oh yeah, I take great pride in how they work.
And you successfully flew me down back to the dock.
I don't know how successful we lost the ship, but
you got me there.
Yeah.
And I like turn back to everyone. I'm like, this man is now my personal pilot and engineer. Everyone hear that?
Who is he?
He helped me. He got me back from this ship to you guys when you were getting attacked.
I'm like, yeah, cool.
Dick, why?
Yeah.
Admiral has like wide eyes and.
Yep. If I ever need a transport off of this ship or any military vessel, this is the man for the job.
Yeah.
She looks to the queen, and Farah is just. So be it. Admiral Savine's.
And I like pat him on the shoulder. I'm like, I trust this man with my life, and I walk out of the room.
So I'm not fired. I
like pat him on the shoulder. I'm like, welcome to the crew, buddy.
He's like, you just
As the door shuts, Savine says, "Get this man some piloting lessons right now."
Oh my god, he's gonna be a different man the next time we see him.
Super soldier serum.
Yeah, he's gonna be battle hardened. And...
Pilot Kanar. My boy.
All right. With Kanar established.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your last day of travel before reaching?
Yeah, any other side characters you want to pluck along to bring with us, like souvenirs?
I should.
Like the one half of medical officer crew, hand up and
bring that guy back to life.
Give that guy robot legs.
I don't want to do anything until like the end of the day. So
Yeah.
if you want to do anything.
It's nothing. Actually, I'd like to try to find the admiral again.
You just turn around.
Well, I mean,
later throughout the day.
Yeah.
Her time is exclusively spent on the bridge.
Yeah.
So she's one of the easier individuals to find. Then you get to the bridge, the door to the bridges, and an officer like stops you. Their guard, like a plane guard.
Yeah.
It's just like business.
I have to see the admiral at once.
And he just looks over. And says, "By whose order?"
By the king.
Make a persuasion or deception roll.
You're fine. You're good at this.
18.
Lets you in.
Yeah. I like as I walk by and like turn the corner. I'm like, ugh, and keep walking.
Yeah, you walk in, and and you see not at the table itself, but on one of like the second tier. She's speaking to an officer or a bridge command over there. She looks over,
Like, excuse me, Admiral.
Elias.
Yes.
Was it? What do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Regarding my question earlier, I was wondering if you kept a log of perhaps the planets that have been vanquished by the royal forces.
And of course, we keep logistical records of all of our campaigning. Why is it you would like to access this knowledge?
It's just I met somebody before we got here who seemed very angry at the Nabayan people, and it stands out to me because it struck me as a very powerful person, and I'm curious if they have a part in this insurrection. I don't really know where to begin to try to pinpoint where this person could have been from, though.
There are a lot of people who do not care for how we run things around here. As I said before, there are a lot of people who would do whatever it takes, even the slightest jab to our forces. Even a pinprick against our might is enough to elate millions. What I'm trying to say is, if you're going to try and track down somebody who does not like us, it's quite easy. Where they're from, however, well, there are a lot of places that don't like us.
Perhaps if you knew their name, maybe there's a log of particular people of interest.
Perhaps. What is the name?
Ser.
The name sounds a bit familiar. I think it's where did you meet them?
I met them back in the city.
thinks for a moment. There is some vocal opposition back at the Prismatic Coalition. Someone by the name of Sayre, a representative of some, well, planet that got on our bad side.
So I was told.
Just another voice among many in the Coalition that don't agree the Nabayan way.
I'm concerned because I have seen this person's power. I know it goes beyond natural, much like Adam and I. They're not a normal person. They have abilities.
I can assure you I've dealt with many abilities in my time, and I appreciate the concern.
I'd just like to track this person before they happen to find me again.
Well, all I can say is we will keep our security detail on job.
Okay. I guess it's the best I can ask for right now.
Of course, there's no way they could get to us now. We are in FTL travel after all. And unless this individual is a hive cluster, I don't believe they would have the means to stop us.
Perhaps not, but I think this person can teleport.
An interesting ability. Well, you are under the protection of the Nabayan military. And my forces aren't going to let a little teleporter stop us from doing our job.
Much appreciated. I won't bother you anymore.
No bother at all.
Thank you. And I bow out and head back.
Kill him. No.
He asks too many questions.
Yeah.
Slay him immediately.
Fuck him. Just a guillotine.
Activate the laser wall. Laser wall? Yeah.
Spear magic helmet. Magic helmet. Magic helmet. Adam. Unless you'd like to do anything else.
No, I'm just gonna head back.
Okay.
As the day's winding down, I'm gonna be in my room, just kind of like laying in bed, like on my back. Do I still have the gemstone? The tourmaline
from the Conversion Expanse back in season 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. If you keep it with you.
I was gonna like take it out.
Sure.
And just like hold it up and look at it. What color is it? I don't remember what color mine was. I remember we all got different colors.
I looked up the gem.
Oh god.
God, you made me go way back.
I know.
Oh man.
I think it's like a reddish hue.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll say it is.
There's a lot of different colors of tourmaline, but it's like a deep red. Probably red, green, purple. That sounds like what I would give you guys.
It was
probably.
So,
You know.
Yeah.
It's thematically your color.
Yeah. I'm just like looking at it, like turning it, inspecting it, and like remembering when we first got them and like felt that weird energy. I'm gonna take off my replica
Circlet Centrum.
Yeah, and kind of like snap the fake jewel out and try and fit this one in.
Sure, yeah, you've made a dexterity roll. You'll succeed, states now. It determines how much time.
6.
Takes you a while.
Yeah, like I can't quite.
Guard comes over, just put it in the go ahead and send it all over.
Yeah, like
just imagine all the guards around you, just like no, put it in the other way.
yeah.
Turn it around, you stupid.
Blow on it first.
But yeah, eventually, you're able to fasten it in.
Yeah,
You have this red gem.
I'll fit that in, then put it back on.
Okay.
And I'm also going to, before our mission, start looking over my Nabayan Book of Architecture.
There you go, from the Animus Library.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Oh my god. Wow.
yeah, you're you can read at like hyper fast levels.
Yeah.
It's, it's not a fun read.
Yeah.
It's very technical.
I try and memorize as much as I can before, like, infiltrating Nabayan architecture.
Sure. It's definitely like traditional Nabayan architecture, which does match the palace and how it's built. The palace has obviously gone through a lot of renovations and been modernized over the years. But you can even tell just from the shape of the towers and everything. You're like, oh, it's familiar. Wow. You're able to pick apart the minute details of how this structure was composed and just how old it is.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
Its inception.
Cool. And that's all I want to do.
Nice.
I want to go see Adam
Oh, okay.
after leaving the Admiral.
There's a guard right in front of you. Takes up the entire doorway with their cloak.
Like, hi, I'm here to see the king.
Wait a moment. My liege, you have a guest. One of your companions.
Close the book. All right. I walk up to the door. Who is it?
It's me, Elias.
Oh. I open the door. What's up?
Guards are like fanned behind him.
Nah, he's cool.
Go back to their posts.
Did I tell you about the person that I met back in the city? I don't think I did, because I don't think I had the chance.
Wait, briefly, because we ran into her at the police station.
Oh yeah, right, and then we took off. She saved me. I have a theory. Maybe that person's tailing us.
You think she's tailing us?
Possibly. The
Okay.
more I've thought about the vision you had that we couldn't figure out, the more it kind of feels relative to the experience I had with her.
Okay, so you think she's on the ship somewhere?
I don't know. She when I left with her, she brought me to this tower that it was magnificent. It was like made of like crystals of every color. It almost was like if you took the planes of Animus and like built a tower out of it.
Sounds pretty cool.
It was amazing. And then she threatened my life.
It's not as cool.
No. Told me that she's killed other judges in the past for not following what she believes Animus has interpreted, saying that everybody that gets power from Animus, which apparently there's more than just me and her, and Animus seems to bestow its power on people at random, and then those people go on self-righteous crusades to force everyone around them to follow their ideals, and then kill the people that disagree. And then this person has come along and killed other people to make room or become the one and only judge or whatever.
Okay, so you think, what, was she after you?
Well, I don't know if she teleported me or if she pulled my consciousness from my body and placed me, but she put me hanging over the top of that tower.
Oh.
And then told me to make the right decisions about the Nabayans because the Nabayans destroyed her planet. And then sent me back.
Oh. So you think maybe she's like keeping tabs? It's like, do you think she wants you to like kill us here?
Yeah.
Or kill me?
Yep.
And then if you don't, she's gonna kill you?
Yep.
So you think she's like listening in?
She could have been the one that appeared to you and then disappeared. She could have been the one that tried to blow up the room you were in. She could have tried to poison your food. I don't know. I don't know what she's capable of.
Okay, so our running theories are it could be her.
It could be her.
It could be the Umber Collective.
It could be the Umber Collective.
It could be a traitor, just a traitor in the Mayan's mist.
Yep.
It could be Maria.
It could be Maria. It could be Fira. It could be anybody.
Okay.
We accumulate a lot of shit as we go. But
what if it's all of them? What if there's just like a sinister six of villains here right now?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fight them.
Dude, every woman we meet hates us.
Oh god, that's so true.
And wants us dead. Jackie probably does too.
Probably most of all.
She's got the most reason. But
oh god, okay.
I just the more I think about it, the more it feels like it would be the most justified. I don't know if this person is working alone or is feeding information to anybody or helping with the insurrection or anything. I kind of doubt it. She didn't really have a very high opinion on Nabayans.
Yeah, she'd probably be like a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's good to know in any case that we have someone else potentially coming for us.
Yeah. You know what we should do?
What?
We should blow up the Centrum.
Did we already do that?
Well, like, they're still fighting over it, I guess. We should just, like, flat out fucking demolish that thing and then go back to Earth.
I mean, that's what we did the first time.
I know, and it worked until you came back and then brought us back here.
Well, that's not what. They were fighting because there was no... man, Nabaya is a very difficult place.
Yeah. I don't know what we can do to...
You just fight.
Yeah.
And they don't stop.
Yeah. We should, like, bring them, like, a PlayStation and, like, Tekken 3.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, that's such a good idea. And maybe, like, a counselor, too.
Yeah. Maybe, like, a therapist and, like, Tekken 3 on PS2.
Yeah.
Or PS1 Tekken 3?
I don't know what's about Tekken.
PS2, right? I could be dumb.
Hold on. I know now.
That's a
It's
brilliant idea.
it's PS1. I know it's PS1. It's gotta be because the graphics were crap. But King had an awesome alternate costume that is still a flex to this day.
Yeah, I think it's just PlayStation.
All right, cool.
Wait.
Cool.
It's PS1. Because I think I played it on,
Yeah, it's
on
PlayStation. It was
Dreamcast
PS1.
once.
All right,
Yeah.
we need to bring them PlayStation Tekken 3, you're right.
Technically arcades originally.
Or that we could bring them some arcade machines.
Yeah, maybe they never developed video games. That's why they're so violent.
I mean, that could be.
Hear that? U.S. Senate,
Yeah.
House of Representatives.
Yeah. Before video games, we were burning people at the stake. Now we just shoot them. Never mind. Maybe people are just shit.
Maybe.
All right, away from philosophy. I just, if we're examining all of our options, I don't want to forget one.
Yeah. It's good that you brought it up. Well, whoever I saw, or whatever I saw, I didn't see it again. So, at least that.
Yeah, nobody else fit the bill of what was happening to you.
Yeah. I'm still very curious about what that doctor saw in that scan.
Yeah.
And Fair seemed a little reluctant to scan me again. But I don't really know what else we can do about that.
Short of sending Mercury into the med bay, I don't know.
You're a genius. Oh my god, you're a genius.
I'm just talking out my ass here.
I mean, they said the data couldn't be recovered, but if Mercury just ate the machine, he could become the machine.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I want to like run out the door.
Like, wait, you're not gonna do that right? Like,
The
damn,
guards.
he's already gone.
Where is he?
I'm like, I'm going back to my room. I just put my hands in my pockets and I walk down the hall back to my
So
room.
they just move through the hallway, like talking. And So yeah, you
Yeah,
make
I'm
your
gonna,
way.
I'm gonna like run to the med bay.
Yeah, this particular section of the med bay has been like closed off. There's there's some guards. There's like one guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one guard around. Yeah, essentially the tape is like people know to avoid. And yeah, there's that one. It's a regular guardsman. Side to side, he has like a rifle just on his shoulder, and
Yeah, I just run up to him, like stop right in front of him.
Literally.
Yeah. Like,
he blinks.
Scare the
guard.
shit out of him.
did you guys clean up in there yet?
He bows. Oh my
My leash.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Did you all clean up in there yet? Like remove the rubble and everything?
Well, there's been a few crews in there to examine, and
Do you know if the destroyed machinery is still in there?
would you like to look?
Yeah.
You see the tape, which is like a hologram thing. Just the door
Yeah.
opens up, and obviously the bodies have been removed. There's still sort of blood stains on the wall where you saw the person pinned to the steel.
Yeah.
The storage marks everywhere. Just a lot of the equipment was brought out. Ones that were like destroyed beyond repair. But you like walk to the back corner, and you can see the machines that were set up for you.
Mhm.
Charred and broken, like it won't turn on,
Yeah.
but not ash.
Are they like how big is like the terminal?
The terminal is about chest high.
Okay.
Onto there, and not all of it is the terminal itself, which like, rises up, and then like there's the monitor, and there's like inside all the mechanics of it.
Yep. Mercury,
Yes, Adam.
I have something very important that I need you to do.
Of course, Adam.
This machine right in front of us, this terminal, there's some very important data on it, and I don't know if it's recoverable using the terminal itself, but if you could devour the terminal and morph yourself into it, or replica of it.
Make an intelligence roll for Mercury.
Okay. 12.
I could try and access.
He does have tech genius though.
Is that an advantage or?
That is a power, I believe. I'm gonna look up.
Intellect is only 2.
Yeah,
Mine's 5.
mine's 1.
It's very. He has very specific knowledge.
I'm gonna look up the specifics
Yes.
because he has tech genius and computer mind, which I think might help him.
And manipulate technology. All of the above.
Yeah. Mutants.
Mutants out the music.
Rules.
Rules check.
Yes. Yeah. Rules check. Sorry.
Rules check.
Education.
It's not me for once.
Everybody.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it.
Meanwhile.
I'm trying to find it.
Casually walk back to my room in the hall.
Computer mind.
There's a line of stewards.
Yeah.
Leading to your door.
Okay. So computer mind.
I want that in blue. No, blue. I said blue.
I'm like looking to all the guys in the hall. I'm like, you guys should leave. I allow you guys. You have the clearance. I just left the king.
Oh, thank the king.
It's all good.
I'll just start moving away.
I walk in the door. I'm like, Cam, what the hell?
It wasn't just me this time. You see, V is like this very large sweater.
Yeah. Okay.
Sitting down normally in the book.
You didn't.
Free shit, man.
I thought you were like the opposition. Like you were gonna like be.
Yeah, but when in Rome,
you went from being like against the man to becoming the man. Man.
I'm gonna zap you if you say that again.
Okay. So, computer mind is that he can think faster and more like a computer than a person.
Okay.
And tech genius is he has considerable intuitive ability where technology is concerned. You just know how to work with, operate, and even build or repair technology without any formal training or experience.
All right, then we'll give a +5 to
Okay.
all tech rolls.
So it'd be 17.
Yeah. I think I should be able to do this, Adam. I will find the hard drive specifically, or whatever the equivalent is in this machine, if it
Okay.
is still intact.
All right.
Please give me a few moments.
All right, I'm gonna reach my hand out and like so you can.
Yeah, your wrist
onto it.
liquid forms those spider-like appendages and goes into the machine, and you just hear it starts shaking. Like,
Okay.
comes out, attaches back to your wrist, reforming the connection. I've accessed the hard drive.
Okay. Oh my God, Mercury, you're amazing.
It's fragmented, but I'll see what I can take out
Okay.
in a few minutes.
I'm like pacing back and forth in the room.
I'm checking the time of the incident. And you see in your vision, it starts to shift, and you can kind of see what Mercury is sort of telling you. And you see just like these it's like 20% opacity, just like these very
Yeah.
transparent images put on your screen of like medical jargon and whatnot. And you see like your name, or like King Adam, like throughout, moving through, and then it just stops.
Huh.
And then continues. normal.
Was that what just happened?
There's information missing.
What was the last thing that it showed?
Plays it back and just your vitals.
Is that from the damage, or does it look like someone took the data out?
I had to guess. It looks purposeful. It would be very illogical to think that the accident would only destroy that data, the relevant data you're searching for.
Okay. I know this is a big ask, but is there any way to see who or when someone, like, tampered with this thing?
Roll intelligence.
For him or me?
Tech roll. And +5.
16.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to ascertain that information.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Just the way you told me is enough. Mercury, you're the best. I don't know what I would do without you.
Thank you. I would literally do nothing without you.
That's... Alright, well, we'll have to have a conversation about that later. But, yeah, alright, I have some things to figure out. I'm gonna run back to my room.
Of course. The guards are like, oh my god! Yeah, right. My liege, please inform us if you are to leave again so suddenly.
I'm sorry, it was important. Is Elias still here?
He
around.
Most likely returned to his rooms.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna walk back into my room, pull out my communicator.
Yep.
Elias!
He's talking in my chest. Hey, what's up?
Found out something important. Someone tampered with the hard drive and took out the data saying it was wrong with me.
Of course they did. Any idea who?
No, I have no idea who, but whoever did it knows how this tech works. It's Nabayan tech.
Can you bring me there?
To my room?
To the med bay. Actually, did you have Mercury eat the machine?
Yeah.
I wonder if... Come to my room.
Well, he ate the hard drive.
Come to my room.
Okay. I like go to run. I like step out the door. I'm leaving.
Where are you going, my liege? For your safety.
I'm going to Elias's room to have a conversation.
Very good. We'll have a security detail meet you there. Unless you'd like us to escort you.
No, okay, I'll see you there. I run.
Good. That should be my my dinner coming in.
Back off, it's for me. I open the door.
Like, hey, what's up?
You're not
take me to the
dinner.
med
Okay, let's go.
right now. I like grab his arm.
No, I want to come too.
We're gone.
Back to the med bay.
So
Made a fortitude save.
me? Me?
Yeah, you.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you vomit.
Yeah. Look, come on.
We stop outside the med bay. That one guard is still there.
I'm like, I'm never gonna get used to that.
Yes, sorry about that. I should have slowed down.
Damn. I should have brought a water bottle.
Forget I saw this, my liege.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Which machine?
I go like to the back.
Yeah, you lead in, and this is your first time seeing the absolute carnage that happened around here. Again, the dried blood, burned machines, all of that. Just it looks like a hurricane came in, or fire tornado.
God, it's like somebody ran in here with a nail bomb.
Yeah, when you said earlier, it sounded like it got bombed. It like really felt like it got bombed.
Jesus.
Alright, well,
Which machine did he use?
that one in the corner.
I'm gonna walk towards it, and I'm gonna use historic touch to see if I can see.
Make a perception roll.
Come on,
And blew this
Come on.
shit up.
use a hero point if you got it. This is
Oh,
it.
dude, I might.
Oh yeah, baby.
24, sir.
That's good enough.
tell me who blew up the room, plot twist me, and then end the episode.
You know me so well. So
I know how you storytell.
You see before you,
Yeah.
Dr. Crew. That's for the first time on your account. You see it from the perspective of the machine. You just turn and you just see his face, and you see up to the right. You see Adam on the platform, and you see the doctor. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, ominous.
There we go. Yeah, you see the doctor. It's incredible. And then you see Adam and just drop down, and you hear like beep 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 beep, and you see two more like doctors show up, and Dr. Crew starts like yelling, "Al, I want that," and just giving orders. And then it happens really fast. You see Crew get thrown back, and it hits the monitor and just spins it around, so you can't really see what's happening at the moment, like around here. And you see this one person get pinned against the wall as you see Crew's legs kind of hanging up, and you can look up and see him. Somebody off screen is holding him up, and you just hear, I won't. And you see his lower half drop as guts in a pool of blood. And when his lower half drops, the screen shakes and it looks over, and you can see the individual holding him up and throwing him down is Adam.
What?
And you see one person, the individual had the messed up leg, kind of. Yeah. I don't. And Adam rushes through and just punches through his chest cavity and crumbles to the ground. And in a blur, with his lightning fast speed, just and everything just cables start hanging down, sparking fires. The anesthetics and all that are just lit up into flames, computers, and you see your vision start to get hazy, and you see Adam there amidst all of it as everything's on fire. Seconds, maybe a minute had passed for all of this to happen, and he just dropped. And your vision.
Oh. What'd you see?
You.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Adam, you did this.
What do you mean?
This was you.
And that's what will end tonight's session.
I'm the new Jackie? Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Well, thank you all for tuning in on this week's adventure.
Damn.
On this week's episode of Initiative.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
If you liked what you see, unlike Adam, make sure you check us out on all the social medias. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, Spotify.
Links.
Yeah, putting up links in chat there. We are live every week, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time over at twitch.tv/KeepTappinets. Anywhere you can find us, look up Keep Tappinets. Initiative Keep Tappinets, no G. We're on Podchaser now, which is a nice little website where they basically catalog all podcasts where you can find them and you can rate them. So leaving that 5-star rating, any sort of words of encouragement, anything like that, put us on a list, favorite bookmark, all that stuff. It's Podchaser.
Link real quick.
Yeah, if you wanted that.
That's pretty cool.
It's podchaser.com/keeptappinets. I think it's the best way to find us over there. It's also in our link tree. So you can click on a link tree, which is in the description of any of our videos, including Spotify, and it'll bring you over to, you can see the Podchaser format onto there.
Yep.
Again, if it's on YouTube, Spotify, anything, leaving that like, the download, the comment, favorite, everything like that helps tremendously. That thank you video will go up tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, that was
made me
awesome.
so happy.
Check that out on YouTube.
Yeah. So that'll be put onto there. Follow us on Twitter. Follow our respective Twitters. I do have the hold on.
If you're watching on Twitch, stick around because we're gonna raid someone.
Yeah, we're gonna raid.
Yeah.
So enjoy that. We're gonna raid and have a good time. So help someone out less fortunate. So we'll see you next week. I think. Wait. Yes. See you next week. Love you. Bye bye.